Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Oh, staring at the mirror when I'm straight down, staring at this yellow-haired girl. Mr. Jones strikes up a conversation with the black hair, the man cold dance. You know she dances while his father plays guitar. She's suddenly beautiful, and we all want something beautiful. Man, I wish I was beautiful. So come dance the silence down through the morning. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cut up, Maria. Show me some Spanish dancing. Pass me a bottle, Mr. Jones. Believe in me. Help me believe in anything, 'cause I want to be someone who believes. Yeah. Mr. Jones and me tell each other fairy tales, and we stare at the beautiful women. She's looking at you, oh no, no, she's looking at me, smiling in the bright lights, coming through in stereo. When everybody loves you, you can never be lonely. Well, I'm gonna paint my picture, paint myself in blue, red, black, and gray. All of the beautiful colors are very, very meaningful. Yeah, well, you know gray's my favorite color. I felt so symbolic yesterday. If I knew Picasso, I would buy myself a gray guitar and play. Mr. Jones and me look into the future. Yeah, we stare at the beautiful women. She's looking at you, I don't think so. She's looking at me, standing in the spotlight. Bought myself a gray guitar, and everybody loves me. I will never be lonely. I will never be lonely. Said I'm never gonna be lonely. I wanna be alive. Everybody wanna pass as cats. We wanna be big, big stars. Yeah, but we got different reasons for that. Believe in me, 'cause I don't believe in anything, and I wanna be someone to believe, to believe, to believe. Yeah, Mr. Jones and me, stumbling through the barrio. Yeah, we stare at the beautiful women. She's perfect for you, there's got to be somebody for me. I wanna be Bob Dylan. Mr. Jones, let's just see what's on, just a little more funky when everybody loves you. Oh, son, that's just about as funky as you can be. Mr. Jones and me, staring at the video. When I look at the television, I wanna see me staring right back at me. We all wanna be big stars. Don't know why, don't know how, but when everybody loves me, I wanna be just about as happy as I can be. Mr. Jones and me, gonna be big stars.
Good evening, my beautiful crime family. Oh, it's been a busy day here trying to. Yeah, Big Mikey, you need to. It says devices are not connected, so I don't know what people. That's happened before, and they do something on there, and then they fix it. So I don't know what's going on. But back here, I can't even bring you up on stage the way it is. And I'm glad Randy said that he'll be coming up here too. So I'll have to get you a link there, Randy. Um, but yeah, it's been a busy, really busy day here. I had people here most of the day and rearranging things and trying to get this studio a little better and my recording studio because I'm starting to get back into my music again and I want to be doing some recording and recording some other people. So I need to get my studio going. So yeah, it was a good video this morning. And we're gonna go over a couple comments or two. And I've got comments saved on my phone that I have not read from other shows and stuff. And I've never done a comment show, and I'm gonna do that. I'm going to make sure I do that. It's hard to go through all the comments to get to the good ones and because there is some really good ones out there. I mean, ones that go, oh wow, I didn't even think of that. It's like that's really good. And yeah, there's some out there. So I'd like to do that at some point. If I keep looking up here, we're trying to get my TV screen lowered, but right now it is like way up here. So that's in the works too. Yeah. So anyway, okay, Mikey went to, I'm hoping he went to fix his devices. I don't know what that means. I think it's like his mic and stuff. I can get rid of this now. Okay, so yeah. It was a good video this one. I got good responses to it. It's the first time I've done a theory in quite a while. And we might talk about that a little bit tonight too. And some other things. Yeah. So, but I got to say hi to my beautiful crime family, right? Hello, Crystal Clear. Good to see you. And Big Mikey, there you are. Okay, you need the link back. Okay, I have to bring something back up here then. Give me a second on that, Mikey. To switch account. There we go. And of course, it doesn't bring me there. Let me see. There we go. And okay, there we are there. Wait for the chat to load. Okay, grab the link and put it in chat. There we go. It's crazy. You have to bring up YouTube to pull. I can't do it from StreamYard. Okay, there we go. There you are, Mikey. The link is there, and the link is there for you too, Randy. Yeah, we got enough mods out there, I think. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I was back to saying hi to my family. Hello, Cindy Abbott. It's good to see you, girl. And Lila, good to see you. Crystal Clear, good to see you. And I'll be bringing you up here in a second, Mikey. And Randy Fur, my brother, good to see you. He's backstage. Good. Deborah Lynn, my lovely, beautiful girl, good to see you. Paul Garrison, good to see you. Hope, good to see you. Hope Norris. We got to hope thoughts too. And down the rabbit hole to hell, always good to see you. And Debbie Gazzardo, my girl, good to see you. And Kat K, my girl, good to see you. And do I have someone pulling into my driveway here? No. Okay. All right. And Leah, good to see you, my girl. And Jackie Bushable, good to see you. I hear circus music, good to see you. And Crime Vault, good to see you. And I keep scrolling up. Well, you guys have been chatting pretty good. Chatting best to me, Shelly, good to see you, my girl. And Ro, good to see you, girl. Leslie, good to see you. Cold Covered, good to see you. Ro, good to see you. Yeah. Okay, Cynthia Caldwell, good to see you. Yeah, good to see everybody. I don't know if I can keep going up. This has been, oh, you guys are chatting away pretty good. That's a good thing. I want to introduce our big Mikee. Hey, Mikee, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, brother. How's everybody out there doing?
All right, I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. Randy's gonna come up as a coming up too, so that's a good thing. We'll have a couple of brothers up here.
That's right.
What is the deal when it says that on the screen as backstage? It says devices aren't connected. What did you have to do? I'd just like to know what you have
I,
to do.
I completely went out of my email and I come back and chat, the regular way. And then once I clicked on StreamYard and chat, I popped right up.
Huh? Strange. Okay.
So
All right. Well, huh?
it didn't. In other words, it didn't work. You know what I mean by email.
Oh, that's
I did.
strange.
I did have to click off of permission when I came in though, so maybe had something to do with that too. I guess.
Oh, yeah. You got to allow all the permissions. Yeah.
Yeah.
From your browser to everything. Yep. Yeah, you got to allow it all. Okay, and we got to introduce our other musician here too, Mr. Randy Fur. How you
What
doing,
up?
Furball?
Furball. Did you call me Furball? I went through that my entire high school career. Everybody
I
called
bet
me
you
Furball.
did. I bet you did. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you know what
man.
mine. I can't even say what mine was.
Rude Jude. I don't know. My
Well,
God,
that's not my real
Furball.
last name. So,
I
yeah, that's my
can't,
stage name.
Tommy. I can't believe you said that, Furball. Oh my God. That is.
It snapped in my head because I got a cat and I seen fur and I was like, Furball.
We went to school
Good
together.
nickname.
We went to school together. We should have played in a band together. Something's wrong here. I don't know.
Right? Hey, I'd love to get together and jam with you.
Oh my
Your
God.
band's pretty good. That's a good band. That's a good
Well,
band.
I had a couple. I had a couple. I
Yeah, I'm
showed
sure you
Red
have.
Street, but anyway,
Yeah, I'm
hey,
sure you have.
it's
Yeah.
it's great to be here. Thank you for letting me up. Hi, Big Mikee.
Oh,
How
yeah.
you doing, my friend?
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah, Mikey's always good. Yeah, so this will be an interesting night. You like that video I put out this morning, huh?
Oh my God, that video! You were so serious. Serious in a good way. You were just like so honest about it, and just my wife and I were both watching it, and
Huh.
Paul Garrison, full bore Randy. Come on. Anyway, it was
Oh, I got them going on football out there now. They're all calling you
yeah.
football.
No. Love Tina.
I'm sorry, brother.
Love Tina calls me fur baby, but I would prefer that over fur ball. But whatever. Love whatever.
Right.
We don't
I didn't
even
mean
get.
for that to happen.
Yep.
Randy, does that mean you got furry balls?
That's a little personal, Mike. Come on. We're here to talk about stuff, but
man.
not my furry balls. So just saying. Just saying. Come on.
Man. Yeah.
Tommy, no,
Cool.
seriously, that was a great video. It kind of like kept me enthralled, man. It was just like, I don't know if I've heard you like that kind of serious lately.
Yeah, it's because I haven't done my theory in a long time, and I really had to think about it because I'm telling you, Mama D changed my thinking on some stuff. Seriously.
I know, but I got to tell you,
Okay.
I got to say that I have questions, which is kind of why I wanted.
Oh, I'm sure
tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure, and I have questions too.
Right. I just, man, can we please figure this out? That's just so many crazy things going on, so
Yeah,
many crazy
it is.
ideas and this and that. But
It is. But you know that theory where they go through the windows because there was no blood in the house. The only thing they found was that one latent footprint. So that tells me that they did go in the windows. You agree with that, Mikey?
Yes, I do actually.
Yeah.
I totally agree with
Yeah.
that. Here, before you get
Yeah.
started, I want to show you something if you can see this.
Off the other way, yeah. Not really. What is it?
he's drinking.
What is it? Huh? It's what you're drinking? What you drinking?
It's a beer, but look at the name on it. Can you see it?
No,
It's not Big Mikey, is it?
No, just
No, I can't. I can't. I'd have to get my glasses on.
just tell us
Where are
what
my
it says,
glasses?
Mikey. What's it say?
Yeah. What's it
it's a
say?
Vin, it's a Vin Sevenfold beer.
A what?
A Vin Sevenfold.
Van.
Vince.
Maybe you can see it better on this side. I don't know.
Ha.
Hang
I've
on.
never seen that beer.
Here you go. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
You
Little
go.
bit.
It's yeah. You got to go the other way. Yeah. A little bit. Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Oh, Avenged
Oh.
Sevenfold.
Yeah,
Oh. Wow. Avenged Sevenfold. Yeah.
The
Great
band.
band.
it's an
Yeah. That's a
IPA.
great band.
Yeah, it's an IPA.
Are they
Wow.
making their own stuff now or what?
They probably got somebody else to make it, I would assume.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Yeah. They're pretty big time now. I remember when they weren't so well known, and I was like, "Wow, this band is going to be fucking kick ass."
Yeah, that's I like them too, but that's my son's favorite group. He's seen them probably 5 times.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. My son's seen them at least once. Yeah. Okay, so back to where we were. Where were we? Oh,
Talking about your
the windows. But see, the thing is, what kept throwing me on that is the Linda Lane thing because I know what I seen. You know what I'm saying, and I know what I heard,
explain.
and
Explain
so
to
I
me.
was thinking, okay, explain to
Explain
you
to
what.
me the windows, Tommy. I'm not sure what you're talking about with the windows.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. The doors were locked.
Right.
Okay, and it had to be somebody that knew that those doors and I think Mama D was right. I think they were scared shitless. I think that's why they had a private driver. I think Steve G knew that they were scared, and I think he knew about that private driver. They were escorted supposedly by Jack Showalter. I
Maddie and
don't think.
Haley.
Yeah, but I don't think he was a good escort. If you notice during that drug truck, the
Truck.
grub truck, the
It's
drug
probably
truck. That should
definitely a
be.
drug truck, but anyway.
It probably is, right? But if you look at that grub truck, she's texting constantly.
Constantly.
Kaylee.
Yep.
Constantly. And she's got a worried look on her face. I think they knew that something was going to go down, or and I don't think they liked Jack Showalter at all. I don't think they liked him there. They were ignoring him. Maddie said, "Fuck you, dude."
Yep.
I don't think they wanted him there at all. And so they were scared. So the people that knew, did you know that all the locks in that house were that way? Did you know that? They all had those really good locks that you have to
Yeah.
use a
they were
code. Even their
on a key code.
bedrooms.
Yeah.
Even their bedrooms. All of them were changed. It wasn't just Xana's. So there was something going on where they were scared. So it had to have been somebody that knew those doors were going to be locked and they would not be able to get in those doors. They had to go through the windows. Would Brian know that? You know what I'm saying? There's no connection to him in that house. So
What
it
about
tells
what
me that
about
Brian is not involved whatsoever in this at all. Not one
did
iota.
did Dylan let him in?
That Well, that could be, but the door is being locked unless they locked them. What happened to Randy? Now it says device is not connected on Randy. What the hell? What's going on?
That's a lot. That's a lonely feeling back there, Tommy. So let him be lonely for a little while.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes. There he is.
I was trying to turn on my camera, but one too many fireballs tonight or something. I don't know.
No, that's fur balls. Fur balls.
One too many fur balls tonight. Oh, Tommy, you are funny, dude. I so want to jam with you. I so want to jam with you, man.
Yeah, I know. That would be really fun. That would be really awesome. And the background of us is you must have played. I've played in, I don't know. I can't even count how many bands, and I'm sure you're probably the same way.
Right.
I think the longest band I was in was 8 years.
Yep.
And then there's been a couple 6 years and 4 years. And of course, there's always a couple that you know don't even last a year.
Right. You opened to some big bands too, huh?
Yeah, I've been in ones that opened up for some major acts. Yeah.
Yeah, we did too. A couple.
Is that right? Yeah. That comes with the territory.
Randy?
Yes, sir.
That'd be a good name for a group. Tommy Jude and the Furballs.
The furry balls.
God, Big Mikey, you're going to be our producer or manager, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, these guys are good. Tommy Jude and the Furballs. These guys rock.
Oh my God.
You kill me.
Just want to put my ugly face. Fun to do.
I want to put my ugly face up there. My camera's not working, so
I could send you files. Do you have any software, like recording software?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see. Let me just hit this and hit. Wait. There we go. Let's see. Let's try this again. Start camera.
There he goes again, Mikey. You keep trying, anyway.
We got a half an image of him or something. What is that?
It's a shame I have 7 computers. I've been programming for 14 years and I can't even figure this out. But anyway, who cares?
Oh my God. All right. And I just got a cheap laptop. I got a cheap old laptop that works. I don't even use, you know what? I don't even use this mic. I don't even use, I use the computer mic and it's just fine.
Yeah, that's true. I'm using a headset,
Yeah, well, I got my ear deals in, yeah. But
I got a $400 mic sitting in front of me that doesn't fucking work, so who knows?
Right. Yeah. Well, I guess you got like mics, but
hey Randy, you got more than a $400 mic sitting in front of you.
I got $55,000 worth of equipment sitting in my studio right now that's not making any money. I can tell you that.
Right.
I'm a programmer. I do program music. I've done orchestras, symphonies. I've done bands, and just and
wow.
COVID screwed me up, man. Pulled me out of my studio.
Big time.
Everything is stuffed in my house, and I can't. I can't deal with it. But
that's what I was doing today with all these people that were over, and one of them was my drummer, and then his kid, and then his wife, and we just tore into this trying to get shit straightened out because there's so much gear in my living room, and I'm trying to make it so I have a studio again so I can start recording music and stuff, and it's a fucking nightmare, dude. It's a fucking nightmare. It is.
I know what you mean. I'm my age. half tempted to give up, but it's like I got all this stuff, man.
I'm there too. I'm
I
there
can
too,
still
man.
do something. It's like just
But
what?
but guess what I just did last week? Went and bought another guitar amp.
No,
Yeah,
another
eight
wow,
hundred bucks. Yeah, $800. But I picked up a nice.
800
Yeah, $800. I got a pretty good deal on it.
Telecaster.
No, guitar amp.
Oh, an amp. An amp.
An amp. Yeah. Actually, it's one of those Boss. What do they call them? Katanas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
And,
thought I'd
yeah,
check that out, and I because I can't carry that 5150 anymore, man. I can't do it.
it's heavy. It's
So
big.
it's a beast, and so this is nice and light, and it's got all the. I'm not a box man at stop box anymore.
Right.
I I'm done with that. The amp's got to have the effects because I'm just done connecting a fucking million wires, and I'm just done with that.
Are you still playing? Are you still
Uh,
rocking? Are you still playing? Making money?
in a band, no.
Oh, bummer.
Trying to get something going for the summer. That's why I picked up this amp. So, and the drummer's cleaning out his garage, and I'm about to clean up my garage, so we have a couple places to play and whatever,
Right.
because it's a little
Right.
small in here. Yeah. But anyway, so let's talk about this case here.
Yeah, maybe we should do that. Yeah.
Right. So we
Appreciate
got
the
these
music,
windows.
but-
Oh, I love the music. I could talk music all day. No, man. And we will do that sometime. We'll have an offline. We can do an offline. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Where we just go. It's like backstage. I just don't click on go live, and we can share files. We can do anything we want to do. If you have recording software, though, I can send you files, and then you can add the drums
Oh,
and send it
oh
back.
my God.
You
All
s-
over
you see what I'm
that.
saying?
All over
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Maybe what I'll do, you guys probably I'm in a video that was made in Hollywood. Karen Stever, the one my friend, that first intro I had.
Right.
Yeah, a couple of them. She's in it, and 100 other people across the world. I had to send in my leads, and my leads were chosen over thousands of entrants, so I was pretty
Nice.
proud of that. And it was for a charity and for Music Cares, and so it was done in Hollywood, and Frank Greiner, Rob Zombie's producer, is one that produced the video, so it's pretty good. I'll have to
very
show
nice.
you guys. I'll have to show you that one of these times. I'll let it go.
Yeah,
I'll
any
play it.
programming you any programming you want, I can. That's what I do. I have every instrument
Okay.
in the world. I got
Right.
55,000 sounds probably. I play keyboards,
Right.
bass, drums,
Yeah, same here. Same here.
everything.
Same here.
But I
Yeah.
do everything. I can also do everything on keyboards and program it. I use MIDI,
Right.
which is old school, but it
Yeah,
works.
yeah. Right.
So God, I
Yeah,
love doing
I
that
got a
stuff.
bass. I play bass, so I got a bass guitar. I usually just add. Oh, there she is, and we got a special guest tonight too. So
Ooh, ooh.
we're gonna get into some heavy stuff here, people. You guys
Good.
want some heavy stuff? We're gonna be getting into some heavy stuff. So let me introduce the one, the only, Bubbly Waters.
Bubbly. Oh my goodness. I
guys,
feel
Bubbly.
special. Oh, Bubbly, I feel special to be on a panel
Oh,
with
can you guys
you.
hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad to be on with you guys. It's awesome.
All right, let
That's
me
awesome.
turn you up.
Howdy,
I'm going to
howdy.
turn you up just a little bit, though. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Turn me up. Turn me
There we
up.
go.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Cool.
There you go. There you are.
Turn
So
me
how you doing, Bubs?
Oh, I'm
How's
feeling
your
a little
head?
better.
How's
My
your
head-
headache?
yeah,
Feeling a little better?
it's a little bit better. So yeah, a little bit better.
All right. That's
Oh
good.
my gosh, I got this Speechify the other day, this app, and it keeps wanting to open up on my phone. I'm about ready to go in and delete the damn thing.
Oh, I hate apps on my phone. Everybody wants you to have an app. I hate that. I totally hate it. It's like
Yeah.
every place, from grocery stores to.
Yeah, but I got tired of reading one day. I got tired of reading. I wanted them to read it to me. So I was like, I want someone to read it to me for a change. But
Right.
I think I'm going to ditch that one. Yeah.
All right. So
That
what
was
do
kinda cool, though.
we got some heavy stuff to talk about tonight, right?
Well, I don't want to get too heavy into it. There's just
Okay.
something that I've been researching for a long time. And I don't know if I was the first one to do it. I'm not even sure. I don't know many other people that's even really looked into it. They've looked at my videos and then they've, looked into it after they've seen, but I'm not sure if they've done it on their own or not. I can't be certain. But it's the
Right.
the eco shield that I talk about, the pest control.
Right.
You guys know what? You guys know about that?
Does
Mikey
anybody
and
out
Randy,
there
you guys
know
know?
about Eco Shield? Has anybody looked
Yeah.
into Eco Shield?
Yes, that was where Kaylee was going.
Yeah, I'm just curious if anybody else knows.
Yeah, there's a lot to this, isn't there, Bubs?
Because I can't see the chat on my other phone. So yeah, exactly. So there's the shield. Now, what I understand is that there's a shield, and it's like I'm not really. I don't even know about umbrella companies. I'm really dumb when it comes to that kind of stuff. Really ignorant about that. But an umbrella company is that there's companies underneath that umbrella company, correct? So like it's a big. Basically, the shield company is like a huge company.
Yeah.
And it's just got little brands of it. Is that how that works? Okay. Well, I just heard about it in the very beginning because of all the guys, all the frats were like going there for the summer when they, taking breaks like for 4 months and then like making 6 figures in 4 months selling pest control. And I'm like, what?
Right.
So I just started looking into it, and it just seems really odd to me. Yeah.
It's
Right.
like a conglomerate. It's like
It's what?
conglomerate. It's like a conglomerate.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of companies.
People say yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, people are saying that it's an MLM, multi-level marketing and stuff. And, I was just thinking with all the, things just run into my head, like about, all the bank accounts allegedly that Kaylee has that they only looked at, about where that all came from, which I was talking to a friend, actually. She said that she's like, could be like, maybe.
Uh-oh, what happened, Bubs?
Well, we lost her.
Any of that. I just don't,
Bubs.
I don't know anything, you guys.
You're cutting out.
Just dive into it and what I find, and then and if it makes sense, like, talk, I guess. Sometimes
you cut out. You cut out quite a bit there, but
let's see the eco shield. I'm curious about the eco shield.
Yeah,
Nobody's really talking about it, huh? I don't hear it.
People should start looking into it, and that's all we're gonna say, right, Bubs?
Yeah, even Rabbit, you didn't know that at all, even what I put up, huh? Wow, you guys. Okay. Well, okay. I guess. Okay. So there's a lot of things with this eco shield that are weird to me. First of all, it's a company underneath Kaylee, and she was going, right. And then she's gone. Now she's gone, right? And it was like she had an internship. She, the timeline, things with her and the working and how long she's been an intern there and how much money she was making, just all seemed really off to me. I don't know if it did to anybody else, but it just didn't seem. I don't know. It didn't seem like it was matching up, right? Mm-hmm. And maybe it was. Right. I don't know. But she was going to Texas, right? That's where EcoShield has got one of their branches in Gilbert. Well, there's one in Gilbert, Arizona. And then there's Austin, Texas. And then they're all over the place, to tell you the truth. They're everywhere. So they're like individually owned franchises, basically, I guess you'd call it, right?
Right.
Is a franchise type thing? Yeah. So they each buy their own franchise, I believe. And I don't know who originally founded it, because I just came across an article that
She's cutting out again, Tommy.
Right. You're cutting out, Bubs.
Can you hear me good, Tommy?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bubs, you're cutting out. You're lost, and we lost Randy too. So I don't know what's going on.
Like a state worker has like that thing they put their name tag in, like the clear badge things you clip on, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Is everybody hearing me, or is everybody buffering? Am I talking out my butt right now?
Well,
No,
yeah, you keep cutting
I
out.
hear you now. You're still
Yeah.
cutting out though, Bubbly. It's gonna be
You
one
there,
of those
Bubs?
months. I mean,
Bubs, yeah, you're cutting out like really bad.
well, my first Tommy, my first thing when I seen she was going down and work with Echo Shield was you're taking somebody like her and she's going down there and work with a bunch of ex frat boys, you know what I mean? And she's the only girl. I found that very odd. Have you noticed?
Right.
Have you noticed they're mostly just retired frat boys, aren't they? Pretty much, Echo Shield is.
Well, actually,
and
they're still going to school there. Oh, they're still in
going
school.
to school. Check the
What?
private chat too. Check the private chat, guys. There's a lot more going on with this. There's a lot more going on.
Mine doesn't say anything.
With this Eco Shield. It's dirty.
I know. Okay, hey, let's not get in too deep into this, okay? I'm going to back off a little. Okay. First of all, I just want everybody to understand.
I'm backing off. Yep. Okay.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't really know. All I know is what I ran across the other day and what I've been reading, and it just. Here's the thing. There's good people in these companies, these MLLs, and there's, they're just like, what was it, Amway? Was it Amway and like the Young Living,
Amway,
the oil? Yeah. And I love Young Living oils.
I wasn't Amway. I tried it.
I thought about it. Sure.
I was 21 and I thought I'd give it a shot.
You were never 21. You were never 21 times.
Right.
That's funny.
Doesn't seem like it. I'll tell you that.
Old rockers never die; they just get younger by the day.
Right. Well, there's some pictures too, right, Bubs?
Yeah. So there's like, so when this all first came out, and everybody was going, okay, trying to figure out, where Kaylee was going to go work and where she was going to go live, because nobody knew what was going on, right? We all were speculating whatever because we weren't told anything, all lies, of course. And so, everybody's looking into this and looking into that, and one that led to another, and then there was the Jordan Baker girl that she had, Kaylee had put out an ad in the paper somewhere for renting an apartment down there in Austin, right? And and her friend, who I believe also worked with her at the Dutch Brother Coffee, and also went to school there. She was going to move down there with her, allegedly. That's what that's what I read in like the art. It was actually a thing in a paper, like a post, for someone, Anyway, so I'm kind of tongue-tied right now. Sorry, I'm trying to get it all together in my head. So,
yep, that's take your time, bro.
Okay, so I'm looking into this stuff, and there's dual names everywhere. Okay, there's two Diller.
Phyllis
Diller.
Phyllis Diller.
Yeah. Oh, there's only one Phyllis Diller, man.
Right.
That woman's actually beautiful. She was a beautiful lady. It's amazing how gorgeous she was, actually.
She was.
So there's a girl who, she's the only person actually that I've seen that posted something on November 13th, and it was a selfie of herself. And so she's always been on my radar. So I thought that was kind of weird,
Now,
I don't know about you guys, but I thought it was weird.
Who's you talking about?
Just a girl in the sorority, one of their sororities, the same sorority they were in. And she's just, yeah. So So I was looking up that name, or I was looking up another footballer the other day to do another video, and so I was looking up the roster in the Vandals football roster, and there's a Dylan Lane, a guy Dylan Lane, and I'm like, and he's at the school the same time she's at the school, so there's a guy and a girl Dylan Lane. So this is what I'm saying, is that there's so many different names that are the same. Yeah, it's strange.
Weird.
Well, you guys know all the twins. There's like six pairs of twins on the football team right now. I think there's four or six.
What?
Twins, footballers.
Wow.
There might be just four. Might be four. Yeah. Weird, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And that, and I did, do you guys know this? That there's no 8, because of some of them, when I looked at roster up, I was like, damn, these guys are old. And they were. I mean, they've been doing school for 10 years, man.
Well,
and
let's get back to the
well, it's kind of going down that road, because this is how I found out that EcoShield has different names. They changed the name company of the name of the company, because at the Grove Truck, the reason I was looking at footballers, or the reason I found a footballer, because he was at the Grove Truck and I saw his picture in the roster. So I was just curious about him, and he worked for a company. It was Vandal Pest Control.
Okay.
And I'm like, what? Vandal Pest Control? No way. Yeah, I'm like, huh. So this brings me to the thing where, is this the university's company? Because their main teaching, agriculture is their thing. That's the thing that they get all the awards for, because they're the best at teaching the agricultural. And pest control would be agricultural, would really,
Right.
So I started thinking, when I saw that name, I'm like, wait a minute, is this actually the owner? Is it the owner of the university? I mean, I don't know. I don't have any clue. All I know is there's a bunch of frat guys that go to that university that do this EcoShield, and they go, I guess, pound the pavement for 4 months out of the year, and the next, 8 months they're partying.
I've seen videos.
Yeah.
I've seen videos of this girl walking, and she's pounding on doors and stuff, and she goes, I do this, and I make 6 figures in 4 months.
Yeah.
I've seen a video.
She's a top seller. Yeah. That's a SAP. What is her name? It starts with an S too. JC Sap. No. Anyway, she is a top seller. Big time seller. She actually has a team underneath her, a $2.1 million team under her. But she said some pretty weird things in some of her videos too. I was like, that's kind of weird. Did you see those funky videos? They were on my last one, I think I posted. But yeah, so here's the thing. What I was saying is, every company like that is going to be really good. They're going to be honest and totally stick to it. Or there's going to be ones that are scammers. And that's just like everything, right? Even in a gated community, you're going to have some bad people, that can't keep out all the bad people, So I started thinking about that. And I don't know, everything's just all of a sudden coming together in my head. And it hurts. It's giving me a headache.
Right.
So anyway, so that's the whole thing with that. And that's one of the things that was said, that the boys are back in town. And that was my first video, because the EcoShield boys were back in town for that weekend. Yeah, that particular weekend. Who was that? Who was doing what? Is someone yawning out there?
No, I was just singing the song. The boys are back in town.
Back in town. I love that song. That's such a great song. Man, you got to get up and shake your tail feathers when that thing comes on.
Sorry.
That's also a good song. No, that's good. I love it. I love it. Yeah. I mean,
I love Thin Lizzy. I listened to him all the time back in the day.
Yeah. I just love all that.
Lizzy rocked.
Yeah.
The cowboy song and all of it. I loved it all, man.
I like Smoking in the Boys' Room. That's such a great song. That one gets me going. I love that song.
That was Brownsville Station, and then Motley Crue, I think.
Yeah.
Did a or something.
Bubbly liked Smoking with the Boys' Room. In the boy. She like spends in the boys' room with the boys.
Oh, yeah. I always had guys for friends when I, all grown up, and so I was always hanging with the guys. I mean, I was like their, little sister or whatever. But so yeah, that's probably right. You got that right.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
You're a little
Yeah,
But this,
so-
monster.
so
You
you
sorry. Sorry.
go ahead, Randy. Go ahead.
No,
It's all right.
right. No, nothing. Nothing.
My my thoughts on this are the Echo Shield is basically a Ponzi scheme. I mean, it really is.
Kind of
You
like
know
a
what I mean?
pyramid scheme, right?
Yeah, because I mean, you hire on, and then you need to get so many people under you. So, you know what I mean? It's just the old Amway pyramid scheme or whatever you want to call it is what it is.
Right.
exactly.
And I think what Bubs is saying is that Kaylee was involved in this, right?
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys remember this, but I don't know if it was her dad. I'm not sure who said it, but she was selling something like energy drinks or energy bars or something like that. That was one thing that she had been
Right.
like selling. Do you guys remember anything about that?
Nope.
I kind of, yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, I don't. I wish my head didn't hurt because I'd be watching chat too, but I can't concentrate on both things right now. So so if there's anything interesting in chat, you guys let me know, okay?
Yeah.
Somebody reach through the phone and shake me around a little bit. So
I'll some of this.
yeah, ask me a question. Money laundering, yes.
Okay.
So
And then
Yep.
Julie's asking, how can pest control be that lucrative?
exactly. So here's why. So not all now, mind you, like I said, not all of these MLMs or these whatever these companies under this shield are going to be run poorly.
Legit.
And so I'm not saying these guys did this like that. I'm just trying to figure out what it is, right? And so
Right.
when I looked at the Better Business Bureau on them, I mean, I could read for a month. There's that many complaints. So this pest control, what they do, and I know this for a fact. This is a fact because I was going to cut one of my friend's hair, and she 3 hours earlier had the pest people there. And when she was telling me that, I said, wait, don't tell me you didn't sign that, did you? She's like, yeah, I did it. And I'm like, oh no. So I had just literally looked it up. Like it was like a couple days before that was when I found out about it. So anyway, she told me what they said. I want to hear their spiel. I want to hear what they said to you. Well, their thing is they go in. I mean, even with her, they did this, and they say, oh well, we got your neighbors are signed up, and we've got them on this plan that we gave them a really good deal, but we'll give you a better deal, and we'll knock this down this much, blah 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 blah. And so it makes like, well, everybody looks like they all have it. Well, that's not the case. Because she did ask her neighbors after that, and that is not the case. In fact, they don't have it. And what they do is they have you sign. They give you like this deal out of this world deal, which is not really. It's like, I don't know. I think hers was 189 for the first time. I was like, gee, they just go around. I don't know. It was weird. Anyway, so and then they come out every month after that, and you can't. From what I see in the Better Business Bureau, you can't cancel it. You can't cancel it. It comes right out of your bank.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, it's like so. Some people on the Better Business Bureau
So
actually responded.
their rating isn't very good with the Better Business Bureau. Then I would take it, right?
No, and I just looked at it, and I haven't looked at that in several months because I actually read a bunch of stuff in my video that I did months ago with that. And I was going to look, I looked at it today, and there's 2024, complaints in there. So, and I'm sure there's a ton of them. There was so much last time that it was crazy, but it's supposed to be this pest control that doesn't harm people or animals. And well, people's pets were dying. People were having breathing problems. I mean, there was lots and lots of different reports in there, not just about the money coming out of their bank. And then it was different amounts of money, like doubling up on it sometimes, just weird stuff.
I
So,
just wonder. I wonder what kind of bugs they're spraying for. Cooties or something?
well,
Cooties.
yeah, that's for sure, man. You know it. Yeah. You got these 13-year-olds in this house, we got to spray for cooties, man.
Bubbly, I have a question. I have a question for you, Bubbly.
I don't know if they're even. Oh, what are you doing? My phone's going in and out. Can you hear me?
Well,
here's what I
you're
think.
on my. Okay, hold on.
I think
my earbuds
I
just went
think
out. Hold on. This is why. Hold on. Darn it.
here's what I think. I think that might be a whole separate thing. I don't know if it had anything to do with what happened though, because I do believe that, and what Cyber Ninja said up here. Do I got it on there? I really think that it was because there was two different things. Like they said, where was it? I just put it up there. Here's one, but she said something else here. Oh, this right here. He didn't have to go upstairs, remember? Now, that is because I don't think Steve understands that there was two different things going on here. And I think he trusts his Mr. Jack of Hearts a little too much. And I think there was two different things going on. I think there was the Loachberry thing with Ethan and Xana. And then I think there was something else. I think there was two different motives going on there. And I think they went into the window, in Maddie's window. That's why there was only, but I do believe that they were, Xana and Ethan were brought from Linda Lane in that wheelchair. And I do believe that's why there was a latent footprint outside the doors, because the doors were locked.
I have a question.
The doors were locked.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Randy. All right. Shoot.
All right. So seriously, how far from Linda Lane, where you said this happened, or you think this happened,
Yeah.
and the wheelchair going down to 1122? How far? Seriously,
Not
how
very
far
far.
is that?
It's not very far.
Not very far is an answer, Tommy. Come on, seriously. It's
200 yards.
Block
200 yards.
Block and a half, 2 blocks.
Something like that. Yeah. I mean, think you got those two big buildings, the big long buildings. I mean, think about it. Linda Lane's right there. You go through there.
Yeah,
you're right there at the house. So I mean, it's not very far.
They could hide it, but
couple hundred yards.
Oh, I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to make sense.
Okay.
Of that.
At Linda Lane, if you were at 1133 Linda Lane and you were looking across at 500, that's right. That's about how did I figure? That was 65, 130. That was about 150 feet is all that is.
Really?
From 1133 to 500. Then you have probably about 200 yards to the house. So that's not very far. It's all pretty.
How large is
it's
a football
all
field?
one little neighborhood.
How large is a football field? 300
yards? 100 yards.
100 yards.
Okay, 100 yards. So 200
so
yards. You're saying 200
maybe
yards.
a couple.
You're saying two
football.
And nobody
maybe
sees it. And nobody sees somebody dragging.
They're not dragging, they're wheeling.
I'm not questioning you, Tommy. I'm trying to figure it out.
The thing is, what you got to remember is that everybody in that neighborhood was pretty much knew what was going on. They're all college kids there.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking people like Enan Harsh live there. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't even go to school. That'd be the only ones that don't go to school, is people like that.
Right.
And a lot of them were there because there was fights, and there was probably betting and all kinds of shit going on.
Right.
and they took it. Loach took advantage of that. I think he took advantage. I think the fights were planned, and I think Loach and Barry took advantage of that. And the shit happened at Linda Lane. They brought, and so everybody's kind of involved. You know what I'm
All right,
saying? Everybody's
can we
kind
back
of
up?
involved.
Can we back up?
Uh huh.
All right. What brings Ethan to Linda Lane?
Pete. You can hear Pete and him singing at 116. So they got in a fight at that party, right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so you got that fight going on. When they left, they didn't go back to the house. They went to Linda Lane.
For what reason?
Pete was bringing them there, and I don't know what they told him. I don't know if he knew they were going to fight. Maybe he did. I don't know. But the fight started at about 119.
Okay.
And we can actually see that. We can actually see the fight starting at 119.
Right.
So here you got 119.
I don't know Pete. I don't know who Pete is.
Remember the guy that was singing with Ethan all the time?
All right.
In the videos? That's Pete.
Oh, okay. Okay. That helps.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that shit did go down there. And I mean, we can see a lot, but it has nothing to do with Kaylee and Maddie. And that's where I think Cyber Ninja, I think that's where Steve is messing up. He doesn't realize they're trying to bunch them all in one, and it shouldn't be that way. I think there was two different
things.
Sets of things going on with two different motives. Because think about this. Did Loach have a problem with Kaylee and Maddie?
I don't think so.
No. Right. Did Barry? No. They had a problem with Xana and Ethan. So who had a problem with Kaylee and Maddie? Now
Steve
it could be something.
Jack
Steve is saying they didn't have to go up there.
So you have Jack Decor, who Kaylee just left 3 weeks before, and they're trying to call, and you see a picture of him talking to them about an hour and a half before the shit went down at the house, and he's supposed to be sleeping hard, and he was pictured at the bar at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And by 2:30, he's so sleeping that he can't hear 10 phone calls on his phone.
Well, he had 3 alibis.
Right. Yeah. There's something, and for I don't know if Steve, that one picture of him at the memorial or when they were talking, everybody knows that picture where Jack's looking at him and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You can tell that Steve does not totally trust him 100%. And I posted a picture on my community page, and it shows that picture, and Jack's like this, and he's looking at Steve, and I said something to the effect of, I've got your wife in my pocket,
right?
Because the wife believes 100,000 million% that Jack is innocent.
Right.
Well, so Olivia was saying that too. But
but
she's no longer friends with him, like through Instagram or Facebook or anything like that. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Very interesting.
Okay. Here's one for you. So in the very beginning, I can't find it anymore, but I know he said it. But when you're talking about Kaylee's dad, Steve, he was talking about, he was talking about the girls. They used to all come over the house and swim or whatever over at his house or whatever.
Right.
He said, well, they used to call me daddy.
Yeah.
That struck me as very, very odd.
Yeah. Because of the sugar daddies, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you think it's odd? I mean,
yeah. I mean, I mean,
Oh
I think
my.
I think if we
Right.
didn't have Steve talking, it'd be terrible. I mean, I'm glad he's talking, but he's definitely different than the rest. He's definitely a spicy guy, I think is what the word I would use.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know, something. So the
That
whole
is kind
time,
of weird. Yeah.
well, it's not just that, but I don't know, the whole hex thing, dealing in cryptocurrency and all this stuff. Something I can't put my finger on, but something's just not right with him.
With Steve.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Those hats and shit. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of oddities around him. I'll just put it that way.
Right.
You're right, Big
Yeah.
Mikey.
Can I address this Crystal's question here? I do not know. Like I said, every company I think is different underneath that umbrella. And there's a lady that comes up in my comments, and she actually says her son works for EcoShield, and he was there for 4 months, and he made some good money, and he's doing okay. He's doing fine. And so, yeah, I think it's just individual, things that go down. Like I said, there's scammers everywhere, and there's also honest people everywhere. So I guess it just
Right.
depends. And they have different types of, like there's a certain group of guys from the U of I that are all in the same team. So maybe, one of them's, I mean, I don't know which ones are scammers. I don't know. It just kind of looks that way when you're making $85,000 in 4 months. That blows my mind.
Right.
Right? How does that happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, getting rid of cooties.
Exactly. Lots of cooties wherever they're at. They better shower more often. I'm telling you.
Right.
Yeah.
Got a question. For
Yep.
Bubbly.
Yep.
I've been following you for I don't know how long, and I love your stuff. What got you into this? What was it that
Yeah.
made you jump into discussing this case?
Because, well, I was born in Idaho and I lived in that
Right.
area, and I moved away from there like when I was about third grade. So, and even there, that amount of time, I saw things, because I was really old for I was like the mom of the family. I was a caregiver, right? So I was much older for my age. And so there's lots of things I saw there, especially with children, like trafficking and stuff, things with children. I saw that a lot.
Whoa.
I mean, and it happened to me and my brothers and sisters too. They almost got us from a theater one time. And that, thank God, some lady, because this guy walked up to us. I had all of them with me except for one, the baby, and my mom wasn't there, which she usually wasn't anywhere around, and usually. And this guy walks up and he says that your mom told me to come, that I was supposed to pick you guys up, and I was like, oh, I mean, I never knew with my mom, right? So we started to leave, and this lady touched my arm and said, hey, honey, I think we should call your mom. Let's, thank God she did that. There was three of us. It was, yeah. So two of my brothers and sisters weren't there, but there was three of us, and it was, we could have been in real serious trouble.
This was in
So,
Idaho.
yeah, yep.
Oh,
That was in, that particular time was in Spokane, but that's right there. That whole area right there is crazy. But in Idaho, in Idaho, one thing that happened to one of our good friends, this is so sad. It's trigger warning, you guys, trigger warning. I was just maybe 5 or 6 years old, and my mom had this really good friend, and she had a daughter who was about the same age as I was. And she, one day, her name was actually Leslie, and the mom, and I don't even remember their daughter's name. I don't remember it at all. But anyway, she was playing. They were both outside, and the phone rang, and she ran in to get the phone and then come back out, and her daughter was gone. Well, the search was on. Whoever it was brought her back, and he had abused her, and allegedly told. Well, not allegedly. This was actually. We were there. She was mom's best friend, so she she told her mom what happened, but he told her, if you tell anybody, I'm going to come back and get you. Well, he almost got her the second time. Leslie saw him come up. Her daughter said she knew that he was, on a motorcycle. He took her on a motorcycle. Anyway, we never heard from them after that. Literally, they didn't even pack up. They just left the next day, and nobody ever heard from them again. So I believe there's a lot of crazy stuff going on there, and I think there always has been. And there's also cults there. I mean, those freaking cults. Oh my God, I can tell you stories about that one. Oh, yeah.
So all that,
I think
all that background,
crazy
all that background made you get into this particular case.
Yeah, it just sucked me in. Plus, I mean, the whole thing is just like, how can we even, any of us even fathom something like this?
Right.
Especially, it was an unusually quiet night. Well, no, it wasn't. It's a fishbowl. Everybody can hear. It's like an amphitheater in there. You guys all know how that is, right? At the gorge, all those places, the amphitheater. Yeah, natural.
Yeah.
And we can hear it there when we hear the body cams and all that stuff. So we know dang well it was heard. Whatever happened there was heard. People knew about it. Yeah. And the more this kept coming up, the more it sucked me in hard. And it still has me. I mean,
well, I hate to say it, but I think they've gotten away with it for so long over in that area that you can even tell, like, that's why Bill Thompson is the way he is, and why that judge is the way he is, and why Scott Green is the way he is. And they've gotten away with this shit for so many years, but now they're in the limelight. Now they don't know what to do. They're stuck
big time.
I agree.
Yeah. Yep. Well, Scott Green, he had to be brought in for some reason. I think he's a fixer. And I think because this is not his forte, right?
Right.
So I'm wondering what happened during that time, because something did happen, because the dean of students, he resigned after 4 months. He put in his notice and he said, he says, I can't do it. I can't keep them safe. The fraternities have too much power. I cannot keep them safe, and so I cannot do my job. And 4 months, he retired. Yeah. And that tells you something right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a hazing that went on, and they've not brought it, they've not talked about it, of course, because they don't. But that's right around that time when that stuff was going on. And I heard that I found an article on that. And so it kind of mentioned some stuff on it, but it didn't go into it, because they never go into it. And it's crazy how silent they are. It's really it's so spooky thinking.
It is.
Yeah.
That they can be so quiet about something like this.
Yeah. And what is it going to do to their bodies and their mind and their soul? I mean, in there and holding on to that stuff, that I think is why the football fights are happening. I think it is a time bomb. It's a pressure cooker over there. All them know about something.
Too. There's a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure right now. And I think one of the first ones to break is going to be Bethany. I really do. I think she's going to break. Yeah, because she doesn't want nothing to do with Idaho. I think she's going to break. I really do.
Well, I have a question for you. So do you, Dylan and Bethany are still friends and they still hang out?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I've never seen pictures or anything.
Kind of. I don't know about that. Kind of.
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't
see them in all the pictures together. They're, they go to the lake with their friends and stuff. Well, not all. I mean, I'm sure.
I haven't seen anything like that. Where are you seeing this? Where are you seeing?
Bring that up. Come on.
Where are the pictures? Because I haven't seen that at all.
I don't know how I can touch it, because it'll kick me off if I go anywhere. If I go to a different window, it usually kicks me off. But I have it on.
Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah. In fact, my earbuds went out, and this is what happened that last time. So I'm just got you on speakerphone. So if I sound different, that's probably why. But when the earbuds go out, it won't let me, unless I go out of StreamYard. It won't let them connect again unless I go out. So
right.
So at some point I might
do another tab. You can jump to another tab.
Send me some pictures in the email so I have them.
Okay, but
make sure
so
of the dates. You got to make sure of the dates. You know, it can't be
oh
before
yeah,
this
oh
happened.
I know,
Right.
I know,
Yeah.
I got it. It's all good. It's
Come
Okay.
on,
like,
Bubbly.
well, how do I go out and come back in? I mean, I
Don't
know.
just jump to
Well,
another
I just
tab. Just jump
um
to another tab is all you
you
got to
can
do.
you try just jumping out once. Here, let me remove you and then try it. Okay. I'm gonna
Well,
remove you from the
I could just
state.
go out and gather it and send it to you, and then come back. I thought about
Yeah,
that, but
Yeah.
you
yeah,
guys, I'm
you
just
can
not
do that.
familiar with this yet, so I'm not so familiar with this
Right.
type of thing. So
Let me remove. Try it backstage once. Let me remove you and see if you can do it
She
backstage. All
she
right.
doesn't have to
I'm gonna.
do that.
okay,
She doesn't have to do
Yeah.
that, Tommy. She can jump to another tab and look it up and bring it in.
okay. So if I do jump to another tab, I just open up another window, right?
Right.
And right now it's not even letting me do that in my phone, which is weird. Like it says find and
Yeah,
page,
because you're in
add home.
StreamYard. Yeah. Let me remove you from stage, and if not, then just jump out and
Yeah.
send it to my email, and then
Okay.
I can
Yeah.
grab it
Actually, I
from
can
there.
get my
Okay.
earbuds connected back again too, because it's kind of weird because the phone's kind of
Okay.
low and I can't hardly
Okay.
hear you guys. So
I'm gonna remove you. You can try it
kick
from
my
there.
butt
Okay.
out of here. Kick me out.
All right. Boom. You're gone. Boom. She's gone.
See ya. See ya, girl. No, seriously, if she can prove that Brittany and
Not
Dylan are
Brittany. Bethany.
yeah, I want to see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I
I
want to
want
see the pictures of Bethany, and yeah, she had
yeah,
to totally go
Bethany
out.
and
She had
Dylan.
to
Yeah.
totally go out. Yeah.
No,
Let me
I have
let
not
me
And
heard that. I've not heard that. But
let me
hey,
throw something. Let me throw something heavy on you
go ahead, big
okay.
Mikey.
while
Go.
I
she's
like the
gone.
heavy stuff. I like the heavy stuff.
Tommy, you know how when the parents were saying, well, she was just slumped over the bed, like, you know what I mean, like she'd been there the whole
Right.
time, you know.
Yeah.
Do you know why I think that is that she was slumped over like that?
Why?
Because they finished her. Well, gosh, um, she finally passed probably when they had her in that wheelchair. And what position are you in? You're like sitting up, okay?
All right. Right.
And
Oh, that
and
does make sense, bro. That does make sense. I know what you're just
and
saying.
yeah, and what
They
happened?
took her out of the wheelchair and right into the bed. That could be,
Right,
but that's Kaylee. That's Kaylee. So
Kaylee, yes.
and you're right. So
Well, what I'm
I do have a problem with if they all were taken out at Linda Lane, which some people believe, and one of my theories that is what I think too, that they were all taken out at Linda Lane, brought over there. And they could have locked the doors. I mean, that's easy to do. They can just shut the door and it'd be locked, actually, automatically locked.
but
Those doors
the
would be hard to get into.
right. But the end
Uh,
of my point is what happens after a certain period of time, metamorphosis sets in. You know what I'm saying?
Metamorphosis. You mean like
Or
rigor mortis?
what
You mean rigor mortis? Rigor
yeah,
mortis?
rigor mortis. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Metamorphosis.
Turned into a butterfly. What? And they flew away from the scene, and everything was fine.
No,
Right.
but on a serious note, that's that's the reason why I think it had already set in, and that's the reason why the only choice they had was just pick her up and set her in the bed like that.
Right.
That's what I think.
And that supports the wheelchair. That supports Kaylee and Maddie also being taken out at Linda Lane.
But Rick
And
Mortis
Yeah,
doesn't.
one of my theories does say that. Yes.
Rick Mortis
Yep.
doesn't set in that quick.
oh, it sets in less than an hour.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it
Okay.
does. Yeah, I think it does.
Okay.
Well, I think there's a limp period, a real limp period, and then it starts setting in
Right.
within about an hour. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. So that definitely that would support that they were all taken out at Linda Lane, which very well could be. The only thing the reason that I was with Mama D on that is because there was no blood anywhere in the house, but that could have been cleaned up and they missed the spot, you know.
That's not what
Um,
Mammoth said. That's not what the coroner said. There was blood everywhere. She said.
yeah, she's a liar. She's a liar.
She's a liar. She's a
She's a
liar.
liar. She's a liar.
I don't think she's a what you call a liar. She is being controlled. She is being
Right.
told what to say.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes more
right.
sense.
Because what was stated was there was one latent footprint. So how can there be blood all over the place if there's only one latent footprint of, and they
Right.
had to use luminol to find it?
Are we
So that
saying
tells me the place was clean.
I
Right.
think they were. I think they had her in that wheelchair so long that she was. They were making an example and making fun of her. That's what I think. And you know what
Who's
I mean?
her?
It's really a sad thought, but I really think that
Who's her, Big Mikey?
Kaylee.
All right, so now we're saying that all 4 of them were killed at Little Lane?
Well,
Is that what
there's different theories. There's different theories out there. And Mikey, I think Mikey, your theory is that they were all taken out at Linda Lane, correct? Is that what you're saying,
Yes, I think
Mikey?
maybe the only one that might be different would be
Maddie?
not Maddie. Yeah.
Maddie might have been taken out by the fire hydrant. And that's why that might be who was seen on We Know What You Did.
Yeah.
That
Right.
video, and somebody's doing something to somebody there. And who could it be? Well, they find Maddie's coat right there. I mean, I know that's Maddie's coat. I mean, nobody's going to talk me
Right.
into anything different. That was Maddie's coat. And
I agree.
I think she tried to run away and they
Right.
caught her over there.
And
Because
you
you
remember
had
in
some people that tried to do that video. Do you remember that whole video thing? They were videoing the house, that project they were doing, which I thought was really freaking weird. Of all nights to pick that night, and they're going to video that house. Well,
Right.
that just blows me away. It's like, that's what makes me think there were so many people involved. They knew about this ahead of time. They knew shit was going to go down, and that would support more of a higher up, somebody with a lot of money that can.
I'm
You know
thinking
what I'm
Fed.
saying?
I'm thinking it was a Fed operation from the get go that started all this off.
Well, they were in town. They were
Right.
in town before anything.
Yeah.
So, right. Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And of course, then that leads you into the rugs and everything else. You know what I mean?
And well, I think there was some S trafficking going on, and
Yeah.
I think that owner of that house should probably be looked at. I'm not do not say his name on here, please, because the video will be
Right.
taken down.
Right.
So yeah, and that makes me wonder right there too. How much power does this guy have? Mama D won't talk about him at all. Not at all.
I know.
And so there's that aspect. There's that aspect too that could come into play.
Nika Nero, her nuggets, Nika Nero's nuggets.
Oh, Nika, yeah, love her.
Well, she said she mentioned that name and it's like, you know what I mean? Video got taken down and all kinds of weird stuff started going on when she mentioned that name. So there you go.
And there's other people too. There's other ones that said the same thing, that their videos got taken down. Yep. So we have to be careful with that. But that could come into, that makes me wonder if they're if there's involvement there, then you have that car that was found,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And
Bingo.
registered
Exactly.
and all that. And so that makes me wonder too, that there's something bigger going on. And that fits more into what Bubbly is trying to get at. And I'm telling you right now, she's got some pretty fucking scary shit. And she does. I've seen some of it.
Are we saying
And
this had
we're
nothing to do with drugs?
we're not going to say anything right now. Actually, I'll let Bubbly. She can say what she wants to say about it, until it's time for her to come out with it or whatever she wants to do with that information she's got. But it's different information than anybody's got. Nobody's got this information. And
well, that
yeah,
that also fits with what I was saying about it being a Fed operation.
right. And that could there could be some feds involved. Yeah, there could be. There's always people. There's dirt everywhere. You know what I'm saying? There's dirty everywhere.
Right.
Not all of them, but all it takes is one. All it takes is one to be dirty.
I think it's you ever watch that movie, The Perfect Storm? Everything had to come together.
Oh yeah.
Well,
That's a good movie.
That's kind of what I think. That
right.
You know what I mean? You had the feds in town.
Right.
You had the frats fighting. You know what I mean? And then you had, and another thing is when they're dealing with rugs, they use a lot of those people when they've gotten in trouble, like Emma B and people like that. They use them as CIs. They let them out for a while and they use them as CIs. So
right.
as informants.
Yeah.
Confidential.
One thing I have to say this real quick, to people that want to donate to me. I know that there's people out there that have been asking to be able to donate. We are working on that, and we're going to be coming up with some super stickers and all that good stuff coming soon. I said I wasn't going to make any money on this channel, and I'm still probably not going to. I'm probably going to have it so it's set up where it goes to St. Jude's Hospital. If I can set it up that way. If not, then it's just going to go back into the business like merchandise or something like that or whatever. Because I really don't. I don't need the money. I really don't.
You're a gentleman, Tommy. That's very nice.
You're all right.
Yeah, wow.
You can.
Right.
But people like to donate. You know what I mean? People like to donate, and I think that's a problem. One of the problems with my channel is people like to donate, and I don't have anything for them to donate. And so we are trying to set something up. So we've been, Kathleen and I have been talking about this for a while.
Good for you. Good for you.
And you could give your mods gifts and all kinds of good stuff.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, give your mods gifts. I like that.
Actually, I was thinking about. If I could come up with a treasure, and have all the money split between the mods. No, that's actually I've thought of that. Because you guys work hard out there. I love you guys. I mean, I love my mods. You guys take care of me. You got my back all the time, and there's Bubbly.
Hey, Bubbly's coming back.
There's Bubbly. Did you send him to me?
There it is.
Yeah, I did. I sent him to that second one.
Okay, let me go check my email here quickly.
Nice hat you got there, Bubbly.
Hold on, I got my other phone. I was listening to you on my other phone.
Okay. I have a quick question.
Which email do you got?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Randy.
Oh, thank you, Mikey. Does anybody think that this whole thing has anything to do with drugs right now? Is it a drug thing or is it?
Yes.
I've kind of gotten away from that, but
it's a perfect storm. It's a perfect storm. You got the feds and rugs. Did you understand what I meant by rugs a while ago?
All right. Okay, I'm not going to show that. Okay.
It's
Okay, so
No,
here's what I'm going to do.
I don't, Mikey. Sorry.
Let me
Rugs.
oh,
see
that's all
here.
right.
Okay,
Rugs
so
is
I'm
just
gonna
a nice way of saying it. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
just so
share
y'all
some
know.
stuff here. I'm going to share some stuff from Bubs if I can here, if I can find out which one this is here. You know what? No, maybe I should download them and then I'll know for sure where they are here. Let me see here.
There's a few of my
Oh
sent that
no,
are actually.
I got it. I got it right off the bat. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is who now? This is who is this,
That's
Bubs?
Bethany and Zachary McClure. He has a sister, Jenny McClure, that goes within their frat or their sorority too. And allegedly,
Okay.
she's engaged to him. From what?
But
Yeah.
Bubbly, you're muffled.
Am I
You're
muffled?
muffled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me find out
So
why.
this is allegedly from when?
Um,
Yeah,
I
the
think that one.
McClure is right here.
I think that was September, doesn't it? Like
Okay. Brittany and who?
Bethany
Bethany.
and
Or Bethany.
Zachary.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
That's our boyfriend, right?
That says September 4th,
Yeah,
but doesn't
allegedly
say a
that's
year.
no. It's from 23 because that's what they don't put the years on there when it's that new. So the other ones definitely
Okay.
say.
And McClure's, where are they from?
Well, they're from right there. In fact, the university has a hall. It's like a big. It's huge. It is humongous. They do like lots of
Okay.
senator stuff. They do a lot of political like stuff. In fact, Dave Berry, Blueberry works there. In fact, he just recently had a picture up of
What?
him and Green shaking hands right in front of the McClure building. Yeah, they're big donators. Put it that way.
Wow. Okay. So I'm going to keep going. Here's another one, folks, to check these out.
Where's
So
Dylan? Waiting for
Now,
it
who's
all
Dylan.
this? Now, this
it all still
Bethany. And
comes back to money.
who are these people?
Two
Just
hot
friends.
chicks.
Huh?
Yeah, two hot
Mm.
chicks.
Who is
They're
it?
good. They're friends with them. Just like sorority girls. They've been
Okay.
friends with them.
And this one doesn't have a date on it.
Date. No
Right.
date.
But I think you'll see it on the other one. It
Rainy,
came from a
Rainy Lake. Rainy Lake.
rainy lake.
Or
That'd be a cool. That'd be a really cool
Randy
name.
like
Rainy Lake. That isn't up northern Minnesota, is it?
No, that's in Idaho.
Okay, because there's a big rainy lake in Minnesota up north, right on Canadian border.
Well, then you see the Lake
Okay,
Campbell.
so here's another one, folks. And who are these people?
Yeah, Randy Lake.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is that Maddie?
No, it looks
Who
like
is
her, doesn't
this?
it? That's
Yeah, it
that's
does.
Bethany.
Is that Bethany?
No.
And that's July 11th.
No
Okay.
proof.
I
That's
couldn't
no
find the
proof.
ones where they were both Dylan and Bethany were at the sorority party this year, but I couldn't find those. So I was trying to manically,
So she's out partying and stuff, but is there one of Dylan? Oh, what do we have here? Look
Definitely
at this,
Dylan.
folks. Look at this, folks.
Get in
So
close.
Dylan is on this trip with Bethany.
That's not
Isn't
Bethany,
that
though.
something? Isn't that? That's July 11th. Same date as that one. Well, this is Lake KC. All right. Says shortest week ever. Interesting. Who just popped in? Who? I heard someone pop in. Oh, Bubbly. You're
You kicked Bubbly out again.
Yeah.
oh, she's Bubbly. Are you here? Bubbly, are you here? Okay, I'm removing one and bringing you back up with the other one. Bubbly? Bubbly? Well, louder
Don't want me
twice
to
then.
talk. They keep kicking my butt out.
Okay, which one is you?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, there you go. All right. So anyway, let's get back to this here because this is pretty interesting shit here. Yeah, here you got.
There's one I
So
can't
this is
find.
the same
So
trip. It's the same date of the July 11th. So there's that, right? So now we got some more here. Is this coming up still? Is this showing? Yeah. Okay. So who we got here? Who is this? Who are these people,
just
Bubs?
people that I think this is November 13th. They're at the house.
Ooh,
They're at the
November
Northern
1st,
BCC.
2022. Is this the house?
Can you see the?
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
see the?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Looks like the house.
But
Okay.
who is that?
No, here's
That girl with the red hair. Her name is Dana Miller. She's the one that spoke at the second vigil for Xana. She was, I guess, what she said that Xana made her like her name. She never liked her name before, but after meeting Xana, she liked her. She liked her name or whatever. So that she spoke with another girl for Xana.
February 6th. I wonder what year this is.
20.
21?
That is no. This is
You
these are
do
new.
something.
These are new.
But, well, look, it says 21. Can you do something? So I'm thinking maybe this is February 21.
Birthday 21, I think. It was someone's birthday.
Oh, maybe. Right. Okay. Here's another one. Okay, but what is this? What is this? Okay, this is from November. What? Look at the date. Look at the date, people.
I'm wondering. I don't think it was from the 13th. I think they maybe posted it then. Because
No,
that was the party.
this wouldn't lie. This wouldn't lie. This is November 13th of 2022.
What I'm saying though is that it is that it's the it was posted then that this was the +1 dance. You know the.
You're really. It's hard to hear you.
No, it's crazy.
You're
Right
muffled.
now, I know. I don't know what's going on. They don't want to hear the talk. I guess.
Sound like you're in a tunnel.
All right.
I am in a tunnel in Idaho.
Oh, there you go. There you are. Now I can hear you. Why do you think this is not November 13th of 2022?
But
Bob?
close in on that, Tommy. You sure it didn't say
Right
23?
No, look. Check it out.
Okay.
November
Am I back
13th of 2022. Right there.
Right.
And this doesn't lie. This is done by the app. So that's the date.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep. The day of.
All right. Okay, let's see this one.
You know
November
what, Tommy?
1st, 2022.
You know what, Tommy? It's like they're celebrating the day that it happened. Right?
You're right. That's what that one looked like. Right.
You know what I mean? It wasn't that Saturday. It was the Sunday, which would be after it happened.
Yeah, it'd be yeah. Well, yeah, the 13th is actually
Sunday.
when it happened. Right.
Right. Isn't
Look
that
at this
wild?
big old party. Right. No, what? I wish
Posted
this
that
wouldn't
day,
be.
you guys. I think actually the party that the +1 party. So that was on Friday that party happened. So they just posted the pictures on the 13th, which is still odd in itself, right?
Right. I get you. Right.
Yeah.
So that
I
would
mean, it's still
that
weird
been
that they
a
would
party.
post
The
that.
party was
But
on the 11th.
Okay.
from what the
Well, this
timestamp on these were, I guess it was like
But this is
like
true
3
here.
o'clock in the morning.
Because this is true because there's that other picture.
Yeah, but
And they all said it was from that night.
them that day. They didn't take the pictures that day.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing, though. Here's the fucking thing, and I'm gonna go through this real quick here.
I'm sorry, you guys. It just doesn't. I just keep cutting out. I can't hear you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, you're muffled again. What did you do a while ago to quit muffling? You got to get out. You got to get out of that tunnel.
Time for a new mic, Bubbly.
Right. Okay. Well, here's what I'm thinking here. What was I thinking? Shit. I had it here for a second. What were we talking about? We were talking about let me get rid of all this stuff here. Okay. What the hell were we talking about here? The kids, the partying. Here's what I was thinking. How can people tell me that there was not a party there the night it happened? That was the fucking party house.
I thought there was a party
in that whole town. That was like the party house.
100 people there. That's what I heard.
That was supposed to have been the night before.
Yeah.
But maybe it wasn't. Why wouldn't there be a party there on a night where there's 2 football games? It's parents' night. It's like this big, everybody's partying. Why wasn't there a party there that night? Either there was and they're hiding it, or Dylan made sure there wasn't a party there that night.
Ooh.
Know what I mean?
You're saying she said that? Maybe.
I'm saying maybe she made sure that there wasn't a party going to happen that night at that house. Because why wouldn't there? That's always stuck with me. Why wasn't there a party?
Right.
That was the party house of the town. But that one night, there wasn't. Something not right.
Boy, good point, Tommy. Good point.
Something not right.
Yeah. So, I often wonder too. What?
Yeah.
Layla in chat, she says, Adam's apple. We know who that's referring to.
Right. Right.
Not me.
Angela said the party was at the neighbor's house, and then there was a party at Sigma Chi. But who made sure that there wasn't a party at that house? You know what I mean? I mean, because that was the party house of the town.
Yeah, like no party tonight, guys. Sorry.
No party tonight. We're not going to have a party here. Okay, Best of Me wants me to look at Rachel's comment. I'm having a hard time keeping up with the chat. Okay, what's going on, Rach? Hold on. Let's get this figured out here. What do you want me to look at? Once upon a time. Okay, they posted after they took them. Oh, okay, yeah, right. They weren't taken on that day, just posted on that day. Right, yeah, that's what Bubbles said, yeah. Bubbles. Bubbly. Bubbles. Okay, yeah. And there's that Asian girl, right, Deb? Yeah. And but I have a hard time. Why wasn't there a party there that night? And it doesn't even matter that there was a party at Sigma Chi, because they would be going back and forth. I mean, that's what they have done. Look at all the cops that came over there all those times, right? Because of loud noise complaints and stuff. And that one guy says, "Well, I'm over there at that party, and there's parties everywhere." But why wasn't there one there that night?
That night, yeah. That night.
And Kaylee comes from Texas, and there's not a party there. Something isn't
Hey,
somebody
Tommy,
made sure. Uh-huh.
Tommy, look what Joe Pugsley said. He said on
Yes,
Reddit, someone said Dylan and the sixth roommate partied that Sunday night.
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that there was a party
Six,
going on,
six
and a lot of
roommates.
people knew. A lot of people knew what happened. I think there was a party going on, and I think there was a cleanup job, and I mean something isn't right about that night, and there has to be a reason why people aren't talking. Either they're scared shitless of somebody, or they're all so involved that they don't want to go down. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. We lost Big Mikey. I guess everybody's got to take a
I
turn.
think we lost Bubbly too.
Yep, Bubbly Ann. Oh, here comes Big Mikey back. There's
That's
Big
right.
Mikey's back.
I know I have trouble. I had trouble turning on my camera, every time I try to do that,
Right.
it just disappears. But
Yeah.
nobody
And
wants to see my
I'm
ass.
sorry, chat. I'm sorry, chat. It's hard to keep up with the chat, it's really hard especially when you have a full panel. It's really hard to keep up with everybody. But I want you to know, I always go back and I do look at the chat. Let's see what let's take a look at what some of these people are saying. A big party, where did everyone park, or did they all walk there? That's a good question too, because but there could have been a full parking lot there. Like it could have been full, just wasn't full when when the cops got there. It could have been full right up until whatever time. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know.
You would think
I
there
don't
was a
know.
party there. With the football games and stuff, you would think there was a party.
You would think
going
there's
on
a
that night.
party there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Lisa says, "Hey Tommy, I left a link to a video I thought you might want to watch. It's in the comments from the last video you put out. It was info on what we were seeing in this case." Okay, Lisa, if the link is in there, I'll check out. Yeah, there was some pretty good comments from that video I put out this morning. And what were some of the ones I've been finding, taking snapshots of them, of some of the comments, because man, people come up with some good stuff, man. They really do.
What's the video? What's the name of the creator? Pale something. Do you know what I'm talking about? Pale.
What's that?
Pale. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. Oh my god. Pale. Anybody can help me in chat?
Pale. I don't know what you're talking about there at all. I'm trying to figure out how to get to my.
I gotta look that up.
Yeah, this one here. I believe the boys had the girls' phones and made the calls just at the end line, typing to lure Jack. Jack didn't answer because he knew he. Okay, yeah, here's one. And this was from Patty Cakes. I believe the boys had the girls' phones and made the calls just after unaliving, trying to lure Jack. Jack didn't answer because he knew what was going down. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
People have different ideas and different takes, and yeah. What is this? Yeah, one of these days I'm going to just have a show on comments, and I'm just going to go look up all these comments, fairly big stun device for the science pre-defense bug and screen rating. I thought the reason I see if you can see this. Let me see. Can you see who this is from? Now look what it says. Do you see that, guys? Do you see that? Can you see it? Randy, Mikey? Hello?
What are we looking at?
Can you
Okay.
see the name there?
It's blurry. It's hard for me to tell. It's blurry.
Jack 4Q2.
Yeah, Jack. Okay.
Jack.
So this is from a Jack, right? Faraday bag for the phone, stun device for the silence, man in the moon for defense, bug on windscreen for verdict.
What?
This is from a Jack. Yeah, this is from a Jack.
Where'd you find that?
It was in one of my comments. Here it goes again. I'll read it again. Faraday bag for the phone, stun device for the silence, man in the moon for defense, bug on windshield for verdict.
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah, like I said, that I get really good comments sometimes, and I need to have a comment show, and I gotta do that soon because
so everybody know
some
what
of
a
the stuff
Faraday
is-
bag is? Do you know what a Faraday bag is?
yeah, that's that bag you can use that makes it so the phone doesn't
Right.
register.
Right.
Yeah.
My wife.
Yeah,
taught me.
I thought. Oh, really?
Yeah. She uses her all the time.
So you can hide from her.
Yeah. No, she's it for safety. She's on top of this stuff. She knows, but
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
use mine. What I probably should, but
Right. Yeah.
you know.
What do they run for their bags are under?
Oh, God,
I never
couple
checked
bucks.
into them.
Couple bucks.
Oh,
Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing.
really? Nothing
Yeah.
major. Huh?
No.
Huh. I might have to check into that.
Tommy, what is with this picture of you all of a sudden?
Which one?
The one
the
that
one
you
up
got
there?
up now with the ugly dude with his stuff in front of his face.
That's a guy swearing. That's my little avatar. Mikey
Okay.
dropped out.
Okay.
Yes, I usually use it for the morning Java
for
time.
the Java, yeah. Why don't you do that a little more earlier so we can like try to Jesus? I mean, come on. I get up at 9 o'clock in the morning and I'm going, dude, he put this up like 6 hours ago or something.
Right? Right.
I feel
Well,
bad.
I don't ever know if I'm going to be awake or not. And
You're always awake.
And I have to say this. Sometimes I'm there. I just don't talk.
Did you get the information I said?
And so I got to say this to Pebs, to my dear Pebs. Where's your cat ears?
Where is Pebbles? She's not here,
Yes,
is she?
I know. I don't think she is.
She's
And I got to
not
ask
here
her
anymore.
where her cat ears.
Fruity Pebbles, wherever you are, please come back to us.
Yeah,
I loved her.
She was in this morning. Yep.
Oh, she was.
She was in this morning talking about putting on some cat ears.
She is so outrageously adorable.
Yeah.
I love her. Love her.
Yeah. So do I. Yep.
Hey, there's Jackie Bushbull, I see.
Yeah. Oh, Rolo's in too.
Yeah,
But yeah,
so-
that's there's so many different theories out there, but I really do like Mama D's on the Windows thing. If that's
yeah, it was good.
that would explain the blood, the BLOD, I should say, that wasn't in the house, and that when latent print would explain that Ethan and Xana were actually taken out at Linda Lane and brought there afterwards, and that's why that latent footprint was there, and that Dylan cleaned it up, and she jumped in that truck at 421 after the cleanup job.
Whoa.
And she probably took off for a while. Yeah.
Wow.
And then didn't come back until before noon.
Yeah.
You know.
Hanging out, smoking with Demetrius and what's her name?
All right. Oh, Bubbly needs a link again.
Tommy kicked her out and forgot about it.
No, I didn't kick anybody out, but
Yeah. If anybody's gonna kick me out, so
okay. There's the link. There's the link, Bubs. I just sent the. Holy cow! That chat is going really fast.
So
Probably
Bubbly,
because it's not caught up here.
what a great
Oh,
chat, Tommy. You got a great group of people here.
yeah,
Really
they're awesome.
Crime Family
Awesome.
rock.
Yep, awesome
my
family out there. Awesome chatters. I love it. Yep.
It's strange being on panel and not being a mod, which I am, and it's
Right.
so hard to watch chat. But I.
It is. It is. It's now you know what it's like for me to try to keep up with chat. I can't.
You can't do it. You can't.
Can't do it. If it's
you're-
just me. If it's just
if
me,
it's just
I
you.
can't.
If it's just you.
Right. Right. Like in
But,
the
man.
mornings, I can chat with people in the morning. But when I got a full panel, I have a really hard time.
Chat
But
with people in the
afterwards,
morning is like
I'll go read.
at 7:00 in the morning when most of us are asleep. You can chat with them. You have got to do that thing I sent you. So if we can replay your morning stuff, we can see chat. Why aren't you doing that for me?
You should be able to see chat.
No.
Huh?
I sent you the link to set that up. But if I'm watching, like your morning stuff, hello,
I can see it. I see chat just fine.
I can't. I don't know what it is. But I sent you a link a couple of days ago about how to set that up.
I'm so far behind on my emails. I gotta get on that. I really do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry because I'm way behind on them.
I'm serious. There's a way. You're the boss.
Yeah, there is.
You go into the thing and you set it up in your settings somehow and say, I want.
I've done that once before. Yeah. I've done that once, but I go on there. Let me see if I can.
I'm not bitching. I'm sorry.
No, I want to hear if people aren't seeing the chat afterwards. I want to know about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So let's go to. I'm going to bring up this morning's Java time, and
yeah. See, I didn't see chat Java time this morning.
Yeah, there's. Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you now. Okay. Wait, I got to add Bubbly to the stage. I'm going to show you now. What's the name of that one? Okay.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Love you,
now check it. Randy, this is this morning's.
All right. What?
There's the chat. There's the chat.
Yeah. How come I can't see it? Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, I watched that.
That's on you. That's on your end, dude.
Oh, it's my fault. I knew it. All right, I'll work it out. Jeez. Damn, it's me. It's always me. I knew it.
Yeah, Jackie's right. Yeah, Jackie's right. Live chat does disappear for a while. It does. It doesn't come. It doesn't load up. It takes a while for that chat to load up. So go back and check again, like a few hours, a couple hours later. Yeah.
I'm supposed to wait instead of jumping on my favorite channel and trying to watch it. I got to wait now.
Right. You're right.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Hi, Bubbly. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, hey, you guys, I decided to jump on my old phone and see if it's just my other phone that's compromised, because it's been compromised since that one show, the last show we did. Tommy, remember how bad my phone was? So this is my old phone that doesn't have a SIM.
Yeah,
it doesn't have a SIM. It doesn't have a SIM. It doesn't have a SIM card. It has. Okay, well, I'll use. This is like oh my god, it's so funny. This has no SIM card. This is the phone I do all my research on, because, they don't know. Well, they do know. You know what I mean? They do know, but it's not the one I call and do all that stuff on.
Okay, cool. All right.
Right.
So I just had
That
a
or
whim and thought, well,
or
maybe.
your phone just needs a good cleaning.
Oh, my phone needs. Yeah. Oh,
A
heck
little
yeah.
alcohol on that.
Mikey,
Yeah.
Mikey, it says device is not connected again.
Yep. Mikey went off to eat some chicken.
Right. Okay.
I'm sorry, Mikey.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm being rude. Please hit that like button.
Trying to
I'm
look.
messing
And Twizzle Stick is in here. Hey, Twizzle, how you doing?
Twizzle. Twizzle's in the house.
Hey, Twizzle.
Right. Twizzle's in here, and I guess Rolo's in here.
Hey, Rolo.
We got a few.
Hey, Moonflower.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Right.
Flower.
I don't know what Best of Me is trying to tell me. Yeah, I'm having a hard time keeping up, guys.
Yeah, and I haven't even seen chat. I mean, I've been busy trying to get my phone to work. So
Yeah.
I'm not ignoring anybody. I promise.
Right. And when people use caps, they're not hollering. They're trying to get my attention. And I use caps because it's easier for me to see because of my old eyes. So
Blind old man.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't have my icon, my screen thing on there. Because it's on a different phone.
Oh,
so.
2 kilograms in here too. We got all
Hey,
kinds
yeah,
of
honey. Yeah.
He's in the house. See? I don't know.
Right.
I never know who's a he or she. Rose. She.
Right. I'm gonna leave a if someone else wants to jump up too, I'm gonna leave a link there. Someone else wants to jump up.
Yeah.
Mikey, you need to fix your deal again.
Mikey's eating chicken. I told
There's
you.
a link there if somebody wants to jump up.
I can smell the chicken
Somebody
from here.
want to jump up?
Bubbly. I'm sorry. We shouldn't say that.
Okay, there's the Twizzle Stick. How you doing,
Twizzle
Twizzle?
Sticks in the house.
I'm
That's
good.
right.
How are you
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah, we're doing all right. Not bad. You're just discussing the case and discussing Randy's furry balls and
Oh shit! I don't know who Randy is, but I'm here for that conversation.
Whoa,
I missed that,
easy. Jesus. Come on. I'm trying to be friends here. You want me
yeah,
to
what's
start
you
getting on Twizzle Dick? I mean, I'm sorry, Twizzle Dick.
Hey, you ain't the first one to call me that.
I will call you that. Jeez.
I'm saying you can call me whatever. I'm just saying you're not the first one.
Gotta think of something else
You guys
now.
are awful.
I'm the promoter here. It's Tommy Jude and the Fuzzy Balls with special
Right.
guests. With special.
Twizzle stick.
Twizzle Dick and Twizzle Dick and bubbly
With the-
pussy.
Oh no! What about? Oh no! Okay.
With the dancing Twizzlers.
Yeah, Randy Furballs in the house. Furballs, yeah. Twizzle Dick, Furballs, and Big Mikey, whatever, chicken head. Whatever.
Well, Twizzle, what's your take on the case? Like you're
I am 99% positive that Brian Koberger is innocent. He
Yep.
didn't even go to Idaho that night.
I believe that too.
Yep.
So
That's good to hear.
yeah.
He's on the good side.
So, how long have you been in the chat in the room?
Tonight?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know, like 10 minutes or something. I was
Oh,
live
yeah.
on Dinky,
Oh, okay. Right.
Dinky?
so I hopped
How's
over.
Dinky doing? Yeah, we're gonna get
Dinky's-
him. We're gonna get him over too. So
Dinky's
both you
good.
guys, actually.
He's
How's
tired.
your dinky doing?
So we'll have Dinky and furry ball, Randy
And
Furball.
Twizzle Dick. And Twizzle Dick.
Twizzle Dick.
Yep.
No, you can have a dinky twizzle stick.
Well, I told him the other day, I was like, yo, like, I'm Twizzle, right? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, you're Dinky, right? I'm like, yeah. So like you put us together, we're Twinkie. But apparently they don't have Twinkies in the UK, so he didn't know what I was referencing.
Well, you
Oh,
know,
geez.
we also have bubble balls here. So
Yeah, bubble balls. Yeah.
bubble balls, Twinkie dick,
Oh
fur
yeah, yeah.
balls,
Bubble
and
balls. I
Did you
like
get
that.
your channel back, Bubbles? Bubblies?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never lost the channel. They just demonetized me, and
oh,
so they had me. Yeah, they said I wasn't who I was, or I had to prove that again. And so
Oh.
now I'm monetized again, but I'm waiting to get paid because now they're making me jump through hoops. They sent something, my little pin, I guess, April 2nd, and it's still not here. So, but I have a pretty good bank account with YouTube right now. Once I get paid,
good. Good.
That's crazy.
I seen
yeah, it
it
is.
was one of those adventure type channels, I like watching once in a while. And it was a couple, and they said they don't know why, but they got demonetized. Here they're out in the middle of nowhere,
Oh, I
and
saw that too.
no income. Did you see that?
Yeah,
and that
they're like a
were
travel. They're like a van life. They like travel in their
Yeah,
own vehicle,
yeah.
right? Yeah, I saw that
right, and
too.
they got demonetized, and it's like, what the hell? What's going on with YouTube? They're not wanting to pay money out.
Well, that's what's always really funny about YouTube, right? Because they'll demonetize you because it's not ad friendly, but they still run ads on your videos. They just don't give it.
Right.
They just
Yeah,
don't give
right.
you the money.
Exactly.
And they always change the
Oh my gosh.
algorithms. They always change the rules, so you don't know what you're supposed to say, what you're not supposed to say, because they're just looking for an excuse to keep the money.
Right.
Well, they can't.
Right,
Well,
It's quite obvious.
yeah. It's kind of weird.
How many of you guys watched the hearing a couple days ago?
Oh
Oh,
Lord,
yeah.
don't get me started on that thing.
Yeah, don't
Oh.
even.
Right.
You're right, Bubbly.
I was 3 rows behind Ann Taylor, so
You were
You were
there?
there?
Yeah, you were there. I heard about
yes,
that. Yeah.
yep,
I heard-
yep.
Yeah.
You guys,
Hey,
you
That must
guys
have
want to
been
know?
quite interesting.
I mean,
Is there-
it's basically the same show, right?
Yeah. Is there a
Right.
sketch guy? Is
Yeah.
there someone sketching the people in that one? Twizzle. I need to
I
know
have
that.
no idea.
I mean, okay, you didn't see
I have
anybody
no
sketching
idea. It's like
faces?
the first
Okay.
time I've ever been to a courthouse like that, so like I wasn't really doing anything, looking around, experimenting much,
Oh, yeah.
But it
You
was
just saw the
fun.
back of Ann's
I
head.
met, yeah, I saw Ann, I saw Brian.
Yeah.
Huh.
I got to laugh at Bill Thompson a little bit.
You should have jumped up and
Yeah.
said, Santa Claus! Santa Claus!
Well, I have a favorite saying for Bill Thompson. I like to say, "Suck it, Bill." But
Suck it, Bill.
I'm
Yeah. Suck
gonna
it, Bill.
save that one for a while.
Do you get that?
But,
Did you get that from Two Broke Girls? Did you get that from Two Broke Girls?
No,
Suck it.
no, I started
Oh.
saying that. I started saying that during the hearing with Edelman about the survey. Because
Oh yeah.
they just went into Bill so hard, I know most of us, at least on the Brian, at least might be innocent crowd, doesn't like Bill
Yeah.
Thompson much. So
So where'd you
How did you get in there?
Yeah,
how'd
where'd
you
you
get in
go
there?
from, and how'd you get in?
well, I currently live in Pullman,
Oh,
so it's not
so
that
you
much
were
of a
there,
drive,
right.
Right. Huh.
And there was nobody
Wow.
there really. I mean, we would have seen you, right? Should have waved. God, why didn't you wave?
Nah, you can't see me. I'm literally behind. I'm right behind Ann, right? And it's just how like
Show
the
your
camera's
show your
angled
twizzle
kind of
stick.
up on here. Whew.
No, not on here. No, not on here.
Oh,
What'd
there?
you say?
No.
Show your
There.
twizzle stick.
Not on here.
Oh yeah. No,
Wear
I was
wear
hoping
a
to be
big
on
hat
camera,
next time.
but it didn't work
Wear a
out.
big hat next time, like a Dr. Seuss hat or something.
They won't let you.
Or
They won't let you.
What made
Yeah,
you
yeah,
do
you
it?
should be
I
able.
probably
You should
do
be
that.
able to stand up or something, though, right? You should be able to stand up. if you have to
Yeah.
go to the bathroom
Well, they
or
didn't even let you bring water into the room, which I thought was really weird. But
What?
I'm gonna find a better spot to sit next time. I'm sure you guys know who
Right.
Andrea Burkhart is, right?
Yep, sure do.
Yeah, I
The
met
lawyer.
her. You can see her head the entire time.
Oh,
She was staggered
okay.
in between people. Then she knew where
Yeah.
she sees and she knew where to sit. She knew where to sit.
Yeah, I mean she's been there before. I was just surprised that she was there
Yeah.
because I've seen her live streaming a few of the
So
more
does-
recent.
What made you go?
Does Brian look sane, or does he look different than he does like, or is he like? How was
All
it?
I can really say is Brian is big.
Yeah, he's 6
Brian-
foot
Really?
three.
Dude, like
Yeah.
he's got to be at least 6'3", but he's got wide shoulders. So all I'm saying is
Right.
that incel theory, cut that right the fuck out, because no matter what, chicks will be throwing themselves at him. He is a big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't walk down the street without girls throwing themselves at him, guaranteed.
And
They may
I
not be the
doubt he
prettiest
has-
ones sometimes, but beggars can't be choosers either. So
Right.
incel theory,
Right.
out the window.
And he's got a bigger shoe than a size 9 too.
He probably does. I have no idea. I couldn't see the feet, so I don't know.
Oh, for sure. So Deborah
I can't
wants,
see a 6'3" guy with size 9 shoes.
Yeah, I've heard 13, but I have no idea.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I actually
were-
want to find out because I want to get him a pair of fresh running shoes for when he gets out.
nice.
Right.
Hey, Twizzle, did you wear a
Right.
blue shirt when you were there? Did you wear a blue shirt?
My shirt was red, and it was
Okay.
like kind of red, white, and blue, but mostly red.
Nice. Right.
Right.
Right on. Well, someone in the chat asked what your shirt color was, so I was just curious.
Oh yeah, somebody asked if I have glasses. No, I had my sunglasses, but they didn't even want me to bring those into the room. So I'm right behind Ann, and then right behind her there was like this big bald dude. I didn't know who the hell he was until after the hearing, and he stood up and turned around. And he had a sheriff like badge on his shirt. So
Oh.
Well,
I was right
since
behind
you-
him.
Oh.
I was hoping that like my hand would show up at some point, but because I stretched a few times, but nothing.
What made you
We'll look
decide
a
to
little
go?
harder next time.
What made me decide to go? Well, I think
Yeah.
Brian Koberger's being framed, and I think his rights are being infringed upon. And as an American, that kind of pisses me off.
Yeah.
All
Good.
right.
Yeah,
Well, let me ask you. Let me
yeah.
ask you this. Since you're from Pullman, I want to ask you some questions.
Sure.
What are the people talking about from Pullman? and
I literally haven't
Montrose?
asked any locals. I have no idea.
Okay.
Well,
That's
you
it.
guys know
I
that
didn't-
when I went. At
I didn't live here
Thanksgiving,
when the
there was-
crime happened, so
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's moved in
Well,
Well,
recently.
you guys,
Yeah,
at
like 6
Thanksgiving
months
this year. Thanksgiving this year, there was a girl that went. She was at the dinner because it was their son's girlfriend, and I was so excited. There was someone from Pullman. She's studying to be a nurse. I can't wait to ask her about it, and she freaking didn't know. She didn't even know nothing about it. She's yeah,
Really?
the guy's in jail. Yes, I was like, what?
yeah, I'm not too surprised, but
I was
That's
really
wild.
disappointed.
I just think I don't understand how like Americans are just sitting here quiet about this. Like there are people
Well,
that clearly
I
think that he's
sure
guilty,
not.
but
I've been screaming at the top of my lungs pretty much, and many of the creators are, and people are getting tired of it. I mean, I go on my rants, and even Harsh is starting to go on rants, and people are getting tired of it.
well, you guys want to know what Bill Thompson's so scared of coming out on May 14th?
Yeah, tell us.
All right,
Everything.
I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay.
Do it. Oh my God, do it, Twizzle.
Twirl it on up.
Is it Mama Class?
No.
What?
He's scared
This
of
is
fuzzy
class.
balls.
This could
He's
be
scared of
heavy,
elves.
guys. Come on, Twizzle, give us some good shit.
Hey,
Here.
Tommy's got a. Yeah, I'm sharing it. Tommy's got to click on there or something.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Okay. I think I seen this. I think you shared this on Dinkies, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Dinkies,
I think I seen that.
Dagos, Truth and Transparency.
Right.
Get a Clue. I don't know if you guys follow him, but he copied my video.
Yep.
But this is the tower that I believe Brian Koberger would have connected on that morning. So in the PCA on
Uh-huh.
page 13, it doesn't say that Brian is south of Moscow. It says he's connecting to cellular service that provide coverage to south of Moscow, near Blaine, north of Genesee. Right?
Right. Okay.
But here's the Idaho line. Here's Washington. If you connect to the tower on this side of the state, you are connecting to the tower that provides coverage to this area, but you're nowhere near there.
God, they're a piece of work over there, man. I'm telling you what.
Okay. And where's that park at? Where's that park located?
The park is right here. So I don't know if you guys know, but I've made a few drives down to Wawawai Park. It's all recorded. Go on to
Uh-huh.
Dinky-IMO if you guys want to watch it. But
I think I have, yeah.
you typically you'll leave Pullman coming out this way, down this road. This
Okay.
is where you turn to go down the hill. So like right here, you lose cellular coverage down to the park. Your GPS works amazing down here though. So here's the park.
It's a beautiful park.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's nice. I personally don't see a problem with people wanting to go down there and hang out, even if it's in the middle of the night. You know?
Right.
If you're not hurting
Okay.
anybody, you should be able to do whatever you want
Yeah.
here in America.
So this highway then, Twiz, so there's got to be like a split where it goes this way and then it goes this way, right?
Yeah,
Like
so
where,
this was
so
my
where's
theory, right?
Moscow? Where's Moscow and where's the house at on this map?
Moscow's up here.
Oh, okay. All
The
right.
house is
So you're talking he wasn't even close.
hell no, the house is like right here. Was right
Wow.
here. So this
So
is
So he
the
left.
house would be
No,
somewhere here.
Show it again. Show it again. Though I want to see where he
Which
left
part?
from. Where he left from. Okay, he's
Like
leaving
from the
his house.
park?
Where's that? No, he's leaving from his house.
Well, here I'm gonna pull up Google Maps. It'll be easier.
Yeah, and then someone was asking you to show the fake map too. I don't know what that's all about, but anyway,
Somebody will have to clarify that. I don't know.
yeah, I'm not sure either. So
I'm not really reading chat while I'm presenting, so if anybody has a question, you guys can shoot it my
Yeah,
way.
it's hard to read. It's hard to do the chat
Yeah.
and do this.
yeah, I'm
So
trying to see things.
his apartments are right here. And this is the other interesting too, that this is part of my theory. Because he moved there in like what, the end of June? And in the newest alibi, Ann says that ever since he moved here, one of his favorite places was go down to Wawawai Park, right? So the fastest route from your GPS from his apartment would be to go down here, this way, take a right on Stadium Way, down Grand up to Davis Way, taking this park, and then you head down this way.
Well,
It's a very nice, calm drive. There's not a lot of traffic. Roads are smooth.
Wow, that is way far away. If he can prove this, if they can prove that, this case is over.
I will.
It's done.
I will pretty much bet you anything that they can prove it. Because here's the thing. So as soon as you,
It's over. It's over.
as soon as
It's
you take a
over.
right here, you lose service, right? Like basically right
Right.
here. But when you're coming back up, now I don't know if you guys have seen his Carfax.
How many
'cause it was
minutes
all
is
over
that
the
away
place.
from the house? How many minutes is that away from his house?
Probably like
it loses
25 or
coverage?
30.
Oh, it's
Before
that-
it loses
okay.
coverage. So you pretty much have coverage the entire way. It's just very spotty on this road. So it drops in and out. Sometimes you have 1 bar, sometimes you have 2 bars. Now they say in the PCA that he loses coverage still on Nevada Street at 247.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense to me, but
Well,
you know
my
what?
theory,
There was other stuff going on there too. People were losing coverage and losing cell phones and shit that night.
yeah, I mean it could be. My theory is that he came here because he's a TA on campus. I think he dropped off like he was grading papers or something and dropped them off. Because like all these buildings are brick, so if he walked into a brick wall or a brick building, he could have lost service.
Well, and
Right.
you know what?
Right.
There was in the police reports. There was a bunch of buildings that night over there that they were checking. I mean, they were checking on all sorts of stuff, but that was one of the buildings out right over there in the area.
Yeah, it was where you
That's
stopped for
that's
9
on the
minutes
Pullman-
or
on the
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's
it was
the
on
actual police reports.
campus.
Yeah,
It was on
yeah.
campus. 9 minutes. So that could be walking in, dropping off some papers or something, or
Yeah.
picking up papers. Yeah, I can see
So
that.
I think he drove down to Wawawai this way, hung out, did whatever down here. I don't care. Whatever.
Right.
You ain't hurting anybody.
Right.
You start coming up this way. As soon as right here, this is a gravel road. So like if you were taking the long or the short route, you'd take a left here and go back the way you came, right? But if you look at his Carfax, that kid drove a lot. I can't find
Right.
the full Carfax anymore, but when he first got arrested, it was all over the place. But that kid
Yes,
drives a
yes.
lot. So I was
Yeah.
just like, I looked at this map and I was like, I bet you, because he likes to drive, he went a different way home. So I was looking at this road, right? And knowing how they
Okay.
wrote the PCA, because it doesn't say he's south of Moscow, it says he connects to service south of Moscow. And I was like, I bet you fucking
Right.
anything, there's a tower in between here and where they're saying that he was, and they just placed him
Wow.
in Moscow. So I knew
Right.
what had happened before I even knew where the tower was. I started telling people, I'm like, we need to find the tower out here. They're like, no, up in Moscow. I was like, it's not in Pullman. It's going to be south of Pullman, in between there and the Moscow side. And sure enough, we found the fucking tower. So
Wow.
you drive down here, and the other interesting thing is like the longer you drive down this road, the stronger your signal gets because you're driving towards the tower, right?
Right. Right. Yep.
And then we found we found the tower, right?
And this you can't see my thing. Now that this highway, this is the one that they say he went on, right? The one that
Yeah, on his way home because it's
goes all the way
195.
down. Right. Right. 195.
They're
I've been on
saying
that.
that he went over here, which actually we looked at this map earlier tonight, like the map in the PCA that the cops, and that doesn't even say that's what he took. It says a possible route. But if you line up the roads on this highway, those roads do not exist. He'd be driving through fucking fields of wheat. The
Oh, wow.
Those guys are
the
pieces of
lines
work,
in the
man.
PCA are not roads. That yellow map they drew, it's just fiction. Everything about
Oh,
it is
that's what
fiction.
that person was saying then. Fake map.
Yeah.
Fake map. That's what
Yeah,
that
that's
person
why.
was relating to.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they
So
were relating to.
you're driving down this road. You're getting closer to the tower, and then he heads
Right.
north. The other interesting thing is, so you leave as soon as you get on service here, and then on his way home, he passed the first camera they have him on is right around here, 1300 North Johnson Road
Yeah.
at 5:25 a.m. Right? So it took him
Right.
37 minutes to get from where you get service up there to that camera, right? I went
Right.
last Monday and made the drive again, and it took me 33 and a half. So that's pretty
Right.
close.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It is. Stop and take a piss.
Or, well, the thing is,
Yeah.
I drive an SUV with off-road tires, you know? So, like, I probably drove faster than he did. And yeah, he could have stopped and take a piss,
Right.
take a picture of something. Who knows?
Right.
Again,
Whatever. Who
if you
knows,
didn't hurt
right?
anybody, I don't give a fuck. You're a free American
Right.
citizen. Do
Right.
whatever you want.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yep.
But if this is true, here's the Idaho line, right? This is as close as he got right here. He never even went to Idaho.
Right.
Oh my God.
And then
Yep. That.
on the 7th of December, they'll say, we're looking for a white Elantra driving around Moscow. Well, if he didn't even go to Idaho, why would he even think he's a target?
Right. Here's my thing. You know what? And I thought this a long time ago, and then I changed my mind, but now I'm back at it. I don't think this is going to make trial.
I don't
I
either.
really don't.
I don't. I think, well, okay,
It's
so
not going to make trial.
I've been talking
Yeah.
about this
Oh,
tower for at least 2 weeks. Like, I knew this tower existed at least 2 weeks ago, right? So I'm sitting, again, 3 rows behind Ann Taylor. What do you think I did the minute she said cell phone tower in that hearing?
What'd
You
you do?
went-
What'd you do?
I had the fattest fucking smile on my face. Like, I was just
Right.
sitting there grinning. I'm pretty sure the bailiff sitting by the door, like, looked at me.
Nice.
Right.
And then as soon as Bill Thompson said PowerPoint, I started laughing. I tried to be, like, quiet about it, but I was laughing in the back of the courtroom.
Oh God.
Right.
That guy.
Right.
How does anyone get away
Yeah.
with talking to a judge like that and standing up and arguing with the judge anyway, and not saying Your Honor? That I mean,
I don't know.
Isn't that contempt
Right.
of court? That's contempt of court.
I've tried to be kind of fair with Judge, but after the last 2 hearings, like, I just think he's kind of
Yeah.
biased. Because, like,
Yeah.
that
Oh, yeah.
survey thing, it was so
Yeah,
obvious
yeah,
that
yeah.
they should be allowed to do that survey. And he allowed them to, but if you read his motion or ruling or whatever, he didn't want to do that. He did not want to allow them to do that survey. He did it because Bill Thompson said all the questions out loud like an idiot.
I know, that was so funny. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, I laughed so hard on that.
Yeah.
Bill, man,
And then on what was it, Thursday? But it really pissed me off because Bill Thompson was allowed to stand up and be like, "Well, the defense is pointing or saying that we did all this stuff." Blah blah. Starts pointing his fingers at Ann, and Ann says one thing, and he's like, "Oh, you gotta be nice to each other," so he can say what he wants to her, but she can't talk back.
yeah, and he can withhold all that discovery. Yet he has to have all of what she's bringing in and all of it prior to that. How many days before or whatever, and every last
Right.
living thing about it. I mean, it's like, and it's
Yeah.
not. Oh, it's not fair. Well, Bill,
No, it's
you
wild.
guys.
Like I haven't read it or watched. I don't know if Andrea has a video out yet or not, but I actually showed her this map when we were walking out, and apparently she drove down to the park afterwards.
No,
But
cool.
apparently she was saying that all the case law or whatever that the prosecution was citing about having that hearing closed was all about having documents sealed. It had nothing to do with hearings. So she was saying every single thing that they said was irrelevant. And then the judge didn't even look into the cases that Ann Taylor brought up. He just closed it.
Yeah, yeah. How do you do it? How are they getting away with this?
I don't know.
You're all
I mean,
lying.
it's so.
It's wild.
Well, yeah, but that's what gets to me is how they're getting away with this in front of the whole United States. This isn't just
Hey.
a case in Idaho.
Even the
I mean, this
guilters are asking questions right now.
Yeah.
Even the guilters are like, why do you want
Yes.
that hearing sealed? Why?
Right.
They're scared.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Right.
I didn't even need inside information to know this.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Because you can smell the poop in Bill's pants.
Oh, dude. I don't understand how anybody can read the PCA and like believe it. I'm gonna pull up the PCA. So like when I started doing this little research, and I really started doing this like hard when the alibi came out, because I looked at that, I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. But this is the Moscow PD that people are believing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's just all lies. It is. The whole thing
No,
is lies.
but watch this. Watch this. All right. It says at approximately 5:25 a.m., a white sedan, which was consistent with the description of suspect vehicle 1, was observed on 5 cameras in Pullman, Washington. You guys can count to 5, right?
I
Right?
did yesterday.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna read this, and you count the cameras that I list off. Okay.
Yay!
The first camera that recorded the white sedan was located at 1300 Johnson Road. Camera 1. A white sedan was observed traveling northbound on Johnson Road. Johnson Road leads directly back to West Police River Drive, blah, blah, Castaneda. No one cares. The white sedan was observed turning north on Bishop Boulevard. Well, if it's observed, they have it on camera. Camera 2. And northwest on SR 270.
Camera 2. Yep.
Camera 3. At approximately 5:27 a.m., the white Elantra was observed on cameras traveling north on Stadium Way at Nevada Street. Camera 4, Stadium Way and Grimes Way. Camera 5, Stadium Drive at Wilson Road. Camera 6, Stadium Way at Cougar Way. Camera 7.
What?
Dang.
Now,
there's more because
there's one giant problem that I have with the PCA. This is Stadium Way and Main Street or Highway 270, which leads directly back to Moscow. If you read the PCA, they have him on camera on Nevada Street. They say he goes towards 270, which leads directly back to Moscow. They don't say that he took a left. How many cameras do you think are on this intersection?
Probably one on each light pole.
There's 4.
Quite a few.
There's 4.
I was going to say there's probably gas stations and everything.
Okay, there's a gas station right here, but these are cameras at the intersection. There's 4 of them on the intersection. I have pictures of them on my phone because I walked down there last week to check, and I was
I
pissed.
did a show on it. I
was pissed. These cameras, if they allude to him driving towards Moscow. They say he drove from Nevada Street towards 270, which leads directly to Moscow. They don't say he took a left here. There's 4 cameras here. There's a gas station here. There's a business right here. I'm betting you anything the camera facing down the hill at Nevada Street also shows that intersection. There has to be at least 5 cameras that show that intersection. If he drove to Moscow, why don't they
Right.
say he took a left? And then, had he taken that left,
Right.
there's 3 cameras on this intersection. They don't say he went through it
Nothing's
to get to
mentioned.
Moscow.
Nothing's mentioned.
That's crazy. And you want to know why I think this is huge? Because remember how I said he took this way? This is like the fastest way from his apartment to get to
Right.
Wawa Park.
Yep.
So that's going to be the route that he drove the most since he moved there. So it's going to be the
Yep.
route that he was most familiar with. So I'm guessing he took a right here to get up to this way, which
Yep.
is the way that he normally would take to Wawa Park.
Right. And
So,
then you know what? You know what? You know what really gets me is they fucking know this shit, dude.
Yep.
And they're still so what are they hiding? Who are they hiding? Who are they protecting?
Yeah,
That.
I don't know any about that. I honestly don't even care at this point in time. I know Brian didn't do it, and he should be
Right.
out. After that,
Yeah,
like,
no
let's
doubt
figure out
about
who
it.
actually did it. But I have
Right.
no idea. There's so many theories that could be valid on who did it. Who knows? But it ain't
Right.
Brian.
No, it isn't.
Now all these people are like,
100% sure you didn't.
yeah. So it's actually really funny. So
Yeah.
people are like, well, it doesn't say that he didn't go to Moscow that night. The alibi just says that he went to Wawa Park. And I'm like, cool. We can do that thought. We can do that thought experiment. Okay. So at 4:48, he connects back to the cell phone service. They're saying over here he cuts over, blah blah blah. If he
Right.
went from over here to get on that Johnson Road camera up in here, there's no way he would have the time to get back to Wawa Park after he killed those kids, right?
Yeah, no way.
There's not enough time.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do
Nope.
this. At 2:53, he's caught on camera right here. If he goes to Wawa Park, this route will get you there. It'll just take a few minutes longer. Wouldn't really matter too much in the grand scheme of things. But you got about a
Right.
half-hour ride to the park. Okay. So a
That's
half hour.
far from Moscow.
Yeah, but it'd be about like what's that? 3:30-ish, 3:25-ish. You'd get to the park. Let's just say he drives to the park, turns directly around, heads to Moscow. Could
That
you make
still
it
wouldn't-
there before the crimes occurred at like 4 o'clock? I'm guessing if you sped, you could get there, right? But what
Right,
does
but
that mean? If you got to Moscow at 4 and you killed the 4 kids, what does that
it
mean?
doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense.
No, but
Yeah.
it actually means something. Because they're saying that the reason why he's a suspect is because they see him driving all over Moscow starting at 3:26. If he's
Right.
at
well,
he's
Wait,
at Wawa Park at around 3:30 if he drove straight there and then went to Moscow. So he ain't showing up on those
Yeah.
cameras.
Yeah, but if that means he wasn't at Wawa Park, who's going to go down there and turn around?
Well, I mean,
Right.
We used to
I
go for
don't believe
I used
that.
to
I'm
go for
saying that's
drives
what
all
the
the time.
guilters say. That's what the
Right.
guilters
Yeah.
say. Well, he went to the park first and then went over there and killed him. Okay, I'll give you that.
Huh.
How did he show up
The
on all the
guilt-
cameras around Moscow?
The guilters drive me fucking nuts because it doesn't matter. You could show a camera of somebody else doing the deed, and they'd still come up with something.
Yeah. Oh, Brian, he's a network forensic specialist. He hacked in and used AI
Right,
to
right.
change
It's
it.
just stupid shit, man. It's just
Yeah.
stupid shit.
And here's the thing: maybe he left his apartment. Maybe he left there because all that stuff was going on in front of his apartment that night. I mean, maybe it drove him crazy. Maybe he can't handle that kind of stuff.
I mean, it
Well,
could
the
be.
accident. and
He
all
was
that
up all the
shit.
well. So here's the other funny thing that I've thought about, right? Because everyone like when it first happened, his neighbors were like, "Oh yeah, he was up all night vacuuming 2 a.m, blah blah blah." So my theory
Right.
is that he was actually being nice to his neighbors instead of vacuuming at 2 a.m. He went for a drive.
Yeah,
Like he's a conscientious neighbor.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. God, I used to vacuum late at night all the time. After I got home from the bar, I would be up wired for another hour. I'd be just, let's I'll vacuum. That'll make me go to
Yeah.
sleep. It always
Yeah,
works
the whole
too.
thing The whole thing is wild, but I just like people are like, well, it doesn't matter. They didn't not get the cameras at this intersection. They were still doing their investigation. So you're telling me the FBI came here and asked for this camera and not this one at the same time?
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Now, maybe that's true, but then that's a piss poor investigation.
Right. Hold on a second, would you please?
Sure.
Deborah, what's going on? Is somebody giving not respecting bubbly here or something?
Ruby Slippers was being
Bubbly.
weird. I didn't even know what she was talking about. Or he or whatever.
Bubbly
I
needs
just
more
asked him, what?
respect than an insignificant imbecile running
So
her pie hole.
I think she's dissing somebody else, not Bubbly.
No, I know that. I know Deborah would never
Yeah.
diss Bubbly. But she's talking about somebody. I want to know who it is. You got it under control, mods? Anybody disrespect
Cat
Bubbly?
K says
They're
we're
gone.
good now.
Okay. All right. Okay. We're
Yeah,
good.
that I was being
Go ahead,
violent
Bob.
and rude.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Deborah. Thank you, Deborah. I love you. Okay. Anyway.
You need a
What were you
sheriff
saying,
in
George?
chat.
What's that?
You need a sheriff in chat.
We need a,
Somebody
we need
got
a
timed
cougar.
out.
Was being bad and rude.
That's what they call me,
A
the
cougar?
sheriff.
Oh,
Oh,
Right.
I was gonna go round.
All right, Bubbly.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
think the whole thing is garbage.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really hope that Ann Taylor gets that hearing open because I'm gonna be there regardless. I don't even care if they keep it close because I got big plans for the 14th. But this is crazy.
Wow, I'm so
Yeah,
glad you
that's
did
it.
that. That's so awesome you did that.
Yeah,
That's so great.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. There's been a few times where I just thought, man, I should just pack up and go the hell out there, you know. But then I
I
kept
would say
thinking about,
everyone should come for the 14th. Like I'm trying to get a fat group out here for the 14th. But as long as it's
I'll
closed,
sit
I don't want
behind
people
Ann
to
and-
drive out for nothing.
Yeah, that's another
Yeah, I
whole
wonder-
thing. Why are they keeping it close? You know what I'm saying? Here is a guy being charged with murder. He's on. I mean, he can get the death penalty, and he wants it open, and they're saying no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's
the
not even
prosecution's
legal. It seems
case
like it's
is
not
so
even legal.
clean. They have all the evidence. It's just a matter of time. The defense is the one stalling. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's crazy.
right.
Well, then Bill said he doesn't have it. He's gonna have time to get it up. Get it up. Sorry.
Well, yeah, he asked for more time to produce witnesses that can prove Brian Koberger was at the house. That kind of
Yeah, well,
seems
what-
like trying to invent
Yeah.
evidence, you know?
Yeah. Let me find who I can pay off to do. I mean, that's how it feels.
Yeah.
You know, who'll take my money.
I thought your
Ugh,
case was
Lordy.
so good. You got all those cars driving around the house, Bill. What's up? What's
Yeah.
going on?
Jeez.
Right.
It's just so
And then
embarrassing.
he's trying to
Embarrassing
stop
watch.
Cy Ray from or doing testimony. Like, why? If your case is so
I
good,
knew that was going to happen. I predicted that one. They're going to try to stop him. They should fail at that, but then they're going to try to rip him apart on that one judge, that other judge that shut him down in that one case. And they're
Yeah,
gonna
I've
try
heard
to
that got
bring up
overturned
Bill.
though. I've heard
Did
that
it?
that got overturned in Colorado. So
Oh,
I don't know what to believe.
Okay.
I haven't looked into it. That's just what I've heard. But either way,
Right,
like, he's done more than one case. So like, if you get one wrong, like, is that the end of the
oh
world? I don't
yeah,
think
he's
so.
done like 100 cases on it,
And
So,
most of them
yeah.
for the prosecution side.
Exactly.
And he's so, you guys, he's so personable. He's so personable, and he's so to the point, and he explains everything so well. I've been marathoning his channel, and he is on it, and I cannot wait. I mean, everybody's gonna fall in love with this guy. He's a great guy, you know. He does.
I don't know if we got any Harsh watchers in here, but Harsh commented on one of his videos, and Cy
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
responded. He said he couldn't answer anything directly associated with the case, of course, but he said, "I don't want to get arrested again. Check out episode 8. I don't know how many of you watched episode 8, but he does almost get
cool.
arrested in episode 8. But episode 8 is also about Bluetooth tracking, and again." Here, you lose cell service. GPS works the entire way, and it works pretty well.
Right.
So as
Yeah.
long as Brian's phone was turned on or something, they should be able to track it down here.
Right. And you know what? I'm sure it was. I'm almost positive that his phone was on.
I mean, how else does it connect to service back up here?
Right.
It had to be on, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Well, one of his videos is called Roses for Ruby, Roses for some. I can't remember which number it is. It might be 7. But anyway, he shows how he does a tracking thing, like the drive track or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he shows how he did that to find the body of this woman because the guy, his phone wasn't he wasn't getting service, and so it's really really interesting how he did it, and I'm so it's
I'll have
really
to
good.
watch that one because I'll be interested. Because Ann mentioned a drive test at the hearing too. And all I know is
Twiz, Cat K has a question there for you.
What's up? Twiz, everyone wants to know if the log cabin inn in Pullman is safe. She's staying there in a few weeks. Well, define safe, and I don't know where that is, but I would say yes. I lived in Pullman for years before this. I just moved back, partially for this case, of course, but I've never felt unsafe in Pullman, so I would say you should be fine.
Cool.
Somebody's cutting out.
It was me. It was cutting out.
Tommy, come back.
Oh.
Tommy left us.
I had to let my cat out. Cat was going nuts.
Who let the cat out?
Yeah, I drove down here on. Well, actually, it's really weird. So when I first went for the drive, like I've never recorded videos, you know. So I went to the Walmart. I bought like a phone mount so I could record the drive. And then I start driving, and I can't use my phone to use GPS and record at the same time. So I had to go home and hook up my old iPhone 6S so I could record on it. So I had 2 different phones. One doesn't have a SIM card, and I turned all the location settings on that because I'm not really using it, so I didn't care. And that phone will tell you everything, like where you are. Like it'll say you're in Colton, which is the address for Wubble White Park. It says it's a Colton address. So all those videos tell you exactly where you are down here, but no cell service. That phone doesn't even have a SIM card in it, and it tells you the exact location. The GPS works down here perfectly.
Nice.
So,
nice. Oh, hey.
So, same with
Mama
my phone.
D.
Like I'm using,
Mama D.
All I'm saying is May 14th might be a huge day.
Right.
Oh, looking forward to it. So I'm trying to find. I'm looking up the Cyray thing. I'm trying to find that one particular video so you know exactly which one it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to find it.
Mama
Anyway,
D is in the house, by the way, you guys. Say hi to
Hey,
Mama
D.
D.
Mama D.
We love Mama D here.
Yeah, but it's crazy. Like I've always been on the at least leaning innocent side because it just never made sense to me. But as soon as this alibi came out, I looked at it and I was like, oh, I know what happened. Payne is an idiot or super corrupt. I'm leaning more on the idiot side. But
I think they threw him in there. I think they threw him in there for a reason to like screw it up. I mean, no, he didn't know.
I mean, it could
so many
be.
guys were. Yeah. Okay. That episode number 7. It's called Roses for Jackie. So it's episode 7.
Roses for Jackie. I'll definitely watch that. Yeah, man. I just people like believe. Well, okay, so everyone says, you know, well, he connected to the tower 12 times previously in Moscow, and I'm like, yeah, but guess what? You connect to the tower every time you drive to Moscow. So like every time I go to Winco, I don't know if it should show up on here somewhere. Winco, I don't know where it is. Oh, Winco.
How do you find those? How do you find that on there? How do you do that?
What? Like the stores?
How do you know what? Like, how do you find on your phone? Yeah, how do you find what cell tower you're?
Oh, I mean, you don't, right? So, Cyray will know because I'm pretty sure that's what the drive test is like check the towers. But I mean, I have the tower map. So.
Oh, okay, all right, gotcha. And you can tell because of your service coming in and out. That's how you know, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is the tower that you connect to. So this is the Moscow Pullman Highway. Every time you come into Moscow, you're connecting to this tower. The house is right here, ish, right? So they said, well, he connected to the like cellular utilization that covers the house. Well, if he drives to Winco, is he anywhere near that house? No.
No,
But he's connecting to the tower that covers it, and people have been saying that he's a stalker since early 2023, right?
Well, then
right.
everybody in that town would be a stalker because they're all connecting to that tower. Because that's where
Oh,
I mean,
well,
that's what I
let
didn't
me
understand.
let me point out something, okay? Every time I drive to Moscow, I'm doing that too. Am I a stalker? Because they could easily pin this type of shit on me too. I've driven down to
Oh,
Wawa late at night alone. I don't have cell
Right.
service down there. Am I suspicious? You know,
Right.
like the whole thing is
Interesting.
wild. When I started talking to Andrea, I leaned up and I was like, "Hey, are you a attorney in Washington or Idaho?" Because a bunch of people I've seen on YouTube have said that she's Idaho lately, and she's like Washington. I was like, "Oh, perfect." And her friend was like, "What do you mean perfect?" And I was like, "All I'm saying is I've been driving to Wawa late at night alone in the middle of the night. I don't want to get framed too." And they kind of laughed. So
Right.
yeah. Oh man, and that's scary because I mean, seriously, that's not a joke. I mean, what
I
we're
mean, it
seeing
is a
here,
joke,
it
but
could
it's
very
not a
well.
joke.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
if
I
they're
know.
gonna frame
I
him,
know.
it could easily be me.
That's what
Now
I
you
know.
said
That's
you
what I
weren't
mean,
going to
though.
be
That
there
it's
for the
not like
14th, right?
I
You
am
weren't going
gonna
to
be
go
there
there.
for the 14th.
You are going to be on 14th.
Yeah.
All right.
Even if they
All
don't let
right.
us in, I'm gonna be standing. I've got big plans for the 14th.
Right. I can't believe you got in there, man. That's crazy as
They
hell.
let anybody in as long as their room, you know. But I think ever since the live
Right.
stream started going, that not as many people show up because they can just watch it from home.
Right. 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 Yeah, but being
that
that's
live
like
stream's so
you
far
know.
away.
Yeah, and that's like watching a concert or being at a concert. There is a difference.
Yeah. You actually probably get a better seat because you see like the front of their faces. Like I was looking at the back of Van Taylor's head, you know.
Right.
But I was just trying to be there for the boy. Be like, we got you, buddy. You got some support. I just think it's so crazy because I was thinking about this like last week. I'm like, these Gilchers think he's some sort of like secret super ninja assassin, you know? Like I just think he's a
Yeah.
regular dude, but I'm the pro burger. I'm the co-burger fan.
Yeah. Exactly. People ask, why do you call him
Yeah,
Brian?
same here.
I'm like, well,
Same here.
That's his
Because
name.
he's a human being, and that's he's a
exactly.
yeah. You know. You know.
That's his name.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
doesn't. He's not an
And that
NBA star.
right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, and I love that. I love that Anne's doing what she's doing with his name and with standing up and saying what she's saying now. I mean, I think that's just awesome because
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
she's
mean it's so important.
starting to fight.
I think
She's
they
starting to
have
get pissed
the
off.
I think they have the evidence to prove, you know, that he didn't go to Idaho that night. Which is why,
They
like,
do.
people are
Yeah.
like, well, the alibi. I'm like, that's not even an alibi, dude. That's a threat. Read the last paragraph. That's all that matters. Nothing else in there matters. It's not an alibi. It's a threat. Bill, turn it over, or we're proving that you either destroyed evidence or you're withholding it.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if they close it and they bring this to the attention, right? And they show them, right? If this is what they
Hmm.
did that they're going to do, and this is what they're scared of, then what are they going to be? What do they think they're going to do in a closed one? Are they? I mean, really to like suffocate? Hide the evidence or get? I mean, what? This is
I don't
nuts.
know, but I'll give you guys a hint. I might print this picture out and put it on a nice big board out front of the courthouse on the 14th,
Paste it
and
on your
just
car.
wave at Billy Boy when he walks by. Hey, Bill.
Nice.
We know your secret, you piece of
Right.
shit. This isn't
God.
communist Russia. We have rights here in America.
What you gonna put up there?
Like this map with the tower.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because if you
That's
look at the
a good idea.
PCA, page 13, I want all of you guys to read it tonight, study it. All it says is that he connects to cellular services that cover south of Moscow, near Blaine, north of Genesee. It does not say he's over there. They can't place him
Right.
anywhere.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
They
remember
have
that. Yeah.
nothing.
It's
All they can
Yeah,
it's
do is
they
tell
have word salad.
Yep, word salad. Yep.
all they can do is tell
Yep.
how far away from the tower he is. So he placed them where he wanted him to be.
Hence the timeline change.
I mean that too, but There's like so many things. Like, how
Oh
are you
yeah,
going to change the timeline now? But everyone's like, well, the prosecution has all the evidence they get. It's just a matter of time till your boy hangs. I'm like, is it really though? Because what are you going to say when he's out?
I can't talk to people like that. Like I really, when they get like, I mean, I literally can't. I'm embarrassed for them. You know.
Oh, I have fun. I got in this Facebook group the other day and I just start slinging at people. I just call them clown potatoes.
Well, here's a
If you
good
guys
thing,
look at my picture, I am a clown potato.
right?
Oh, that's right. You
Mr.
are.
Mr. Centennial here says Thompson needs to be arrested, and you start thinking about like what pain and writing that PCA. You're not supposed to lie on that shit and present false shit. And
Yeah, but you have to prove that they lied. That's going to be the hard part because he's
Right.
just going to be like, well, I didn't know what I was doing. The FBI said he was this far from the tower, so I figured he was south of Moscow, you know? How are you going to prove
Yeah.
that they lied? See, look, I got fans
Well,
in here already with the
because
clown
that PCA is
potatoes.
nothing but lies. You know?
Nice.
The PCA is nothing but lies. It is. It's just nothing but lies.
I
Well, and
mean,
the
I could
prosecution's the one that has
understand
to prove that
why.
he's guilty.
Right, I could understand why they would have investigated him. I think they should have investigated further rather than arresting him, right? But you could kind of see why they might think it was him. Disconnects from cellular service. He's driving a car similar to around the house. I mean, maybe, but like your investigation
But who
sucks.
told them? But who told them about him? He was not even on the radar. So that's my thing. And then you go
Well-
to the people who are now deceased, and one of them is a criminology student who was set to graduate last December with a double major in criminology. I mean, and it's like these people and journalists, these are the people that are gone now. And it's like, it's
Right.
just too, it doesn't,
Nothing about it makes sense. But I mean,
No, it
right
doesn't.
after it happened, like was it like the 29th of November? WSU looked for white Elantras registered, at the school. So that's exactly when they first found his car. Even though it didn't match
But
the
how many
exact
other
year.
people? Yeah, but there's so many white lot. I mean, we can look in that parking lot, that, I mean, even on King Road, there's a picture I've got that shows at least two of them, if maybe three,
Yeah,
just
it's
at
like the
those
most
those
common
houses.
car in America.
Yeah. Yeah. So were
know?
any of those people looked at, or did they just settle right on him? And why did they
I
let
don't
him
know.
drive all the way that full way instead of just
Exactly. Why
getting
didn't
an
you bring him
interview
in
with
for
him, calling him
questioning?
in? Yeah, interrogation, take his DNA, all
Not
that kind of
available.
stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's like, what?
So until the alibi came out, I actually thought he was driving around Moscow, but I don't care if you don't get out of the house or out of your car and go into a house and kill anybody. Like, who cares, right?
Well, everybody does say the shopping is better there.
Right.
Seriously. I mean,
Yeah.
that's no joke.
No, I mean, people go to Moscow from Pullman all the time to go shopping. They have different things they can do over there. Like some of the restaurants are better. All sorts of things.
So your day.
I agree with
so-
Mama D on that one. I don't think a car was used, and I don't think so either.
No,
yeah,
I don't.
They're walking. Yep.
I've said that since the
Very
beginning.
well
Okay, so
put.
like I lived here before. I didn't live in Moscow. I didn't spend a lot of time in Moscow, but it's college students. You're gonna be pretty similar behaviors between the two, right? Because at least
Right.
when I lived here, there were college kids walking around everywhere at all times of the night. So I've always said you'd be smarter to be walking rather than driving if you wanted to walk into a house and stab 4 people to death.
Right.
Well, and
You
it
know?
it's kind of one of those things that you see because with the cops on Banfield, they went after the kids that were walking. They never even looked up when a car or a truck drove by. They didn't even
Right.
look up. So
Nope.
that tells you that it wasn't students, and they knew. I can't go there. Oh, it makes me so
Yeah.
mad.
No, there. Look at band. There's several different body cameras from that night. I think where you see kids walking around all
Oh
the time.
God.
Kids
Yeah,
are
yeah.
always up and about in little college towns, man.
What I'm
But
scared
it's
of,
suspicious when Brian wants to go drive out to the park late at night by himself. You can't do
Because he's an
anything out
outsider.
there.
He's not from there.
Well, apparently Green in his book said he was like super happy that it was an outsider. So,
Of course, yeah, yep.
and who was sitting in on those war room meetings twice a day with the cops for some reason?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's very suspicious on that one, and he's the one that's controlling it in my thoughts.
It's
He
definitely
has a
a
lot to
possibility.
say. Yeah, he's controlling a lot of what's going on. But
Well,
sooner or later, it's got to fall, right? I mean, sooner or later, it's got to fall. It has
Well,
to.
as soon as
But
Brian
here's
gets
what I'm
out,
scared of.
woo,
Twiz, this is what I'm scared. This is what I'm scared is going to happen. Is they're going to end up dropping this case, and it's going to go cold because they don't want to go after the people that really did it, because they're people that have parents that donate to the university. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to
yeah,
go cold. That's that worries the shit out of me.
yeah, for
It's like
sure.
yeah.
I mean,
Well, I don't think we'll ever know.
this
I don't think we'll
wasn't
ever know.
anything small. This was a quadruple slaughtering,
It'll be,
and these,
you know what actually
you
really
know,
scares me the most? If this doesn't go to trial, we will never know what those wounds were like. We will never know if the wounds match a kill
right,
bar. There is so much
right,
stuff that we won't know if it doesn't go to trial.
yeah,
Yeah, true.
yeah.
It's gonna this case will literally drive me crazy until the day I probably die. I swear to God, because
Yeah.
it's that
Right. I
it's
know.
just that
I
crazy.
know. Losing sleep. You know, I don't get to sleep until like 8 in the fucking morning over this shit. You know what I mean? And
It's
everybody's
wild.
going through this.
Oh yeah, I dive down holes
Almost all
sometimes,
the
and I'm down there
creators are
too.
going
Yep.
through this shit.
I just don't understand why they didn't look at
Yeah.
him. Like, let's just say they arrest him, they bring him back to Idaho. Within 2 weeks, they should have known he wasn't the dude. So why didn't you let him
Yeah,
out then?
because
Right.
their tail between their leg. They can't. They're just they're the good old boys. They can't they can't be wrong about this.
Right.
And
Well,
they have to find someone to make
Well,
the area, make everybody feel safer. They had to find
I
someone.
think
right.
Green's in there. I think Green's in their ear a lot, and I think actually Bill Thompson got put in a very bad position because now he's got a case that he cannot win. He's not going to win this case,
Hell no.
and
Just look at how him and Ann act in the courtroom. Ann is calm like a clam.
yeah,
At
she
least
knows
compared to
that's
Bill. Like, she's
right.
mad
No,
because
she's
her.
cool. She's cool like a cucumber.
Yeah, I mean, she's mad because the judge and how the prosecution act. But like, other than that, like Bill Thompson straight up there throwing tantrums. I'm sure y'all noticed how much he talked on Thursday. It wasn't much because after the last
No,
hearing, he
Yeah.
he
looked
let her
like a
do the talking.
fucking
Yeah,
clown.
he
Okay.
was like crying in his on his fur.
Okay, this is interesting. Terry usually has good opinions and good questions and stuff. And she's going, at Once Upon a Crime Time, if you allow me to share a video, you will see why this could be way huger than we know. At Once Upon a Crime Time. What do you
Tell
think?
her to send it to you, Tommy.
Do
Tommy,
it.
tell
Bring
her
it,
to
man.
send
We
it
brought
to you.
everything else.
Yes. Send it. Can't you send it in an email, Terry?
You guys
Terry,
heard about the grand jury indictment too, right? From the hearing?
Yes.
Because it's kind of interesting. Like, we don't know what that hearing was, but what if they did a federal grand jury indictment on Brian and it didn't work? Because the
Right.
feds knew that Brian didn't do it, and Idaho went along with it anyway.
All right.
Wow.
Never know.
That's
I
wild.
sent. There's a link there, Terry. We'll watch it. We'll see what it's about. Never know. Never know.
If the FBI tried to get a grand jury indictment and it got denied because of lack of evidence and Idaho still went with it, that is wild.
Right.
Well, it sounds illegal too. Right?
Somebody's
I mean,
got.
it wouldn't be illegal, but that I don't know, man. I have so many issues with even how they did that grand jury indictment. Because if Bill Thompson going out and saying everybody share the PCA with your mothers, grandmothers, aunts, uncles, blah blah blah, like that, if that biased the jury, so you have to move the venue, what did it do to the grand jury? It would have biased them too. Not
Right.
only that, they kept them till midnight. So
Right.
how many people just voted yes so they could go home and sleep? at midnight.
Right. Right.
There's a lot of issues with that.
Yeah. And I actually, to tell you the truth, in my opinion, grand juries should be totally wiped off the face of the earth.
Or make some changes.
Or
For
make some
sure.
changes to it. Because, I mean, the whole ham sandwich thing. Hi, Terry. How you doing, girl?
Hey, you. I'm looking to find it.
You looking to find it? Okay, let
Yeah.
me know when you got it. All right.
Okay. got
And
it.
then go ahead and share it, and then I'll click on OK up down here.
Okay. And also, was it lucky put his email address for me?
I'll
And
put it in the
Dago's
back chat again.
and I can't find where I put it. And Dago said he sent it, and God knows how long that'll be because it's still not here.
I put it in the back chat again for you.
What's she looking for? I
My
didn't quite
email.
understand it. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, look in the private chat there.
I'll throw
Yeah,
this. I'll throw this website for the map in there for you too, Tommy, so you can pass it around.
Yeah,
I think
thanks.
everybody
I
should pass it
appreciate it.
around.
Right, I think so too. Okay, is that big long one there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's interesting though.
Okay.
No, yeah, it is. It sure is. Yeah, I'll bookmark that baby right now. It wants to know my location. No, that's okay.
Right?
Okay, I gotta put that in a different folder though. Now where the fuck is my folder for it?
I'm hoping Bill
Okay.
Thompson walks by
I'm
with
sorry, I'm
me.
still looking. And then I'll send
There we
it.
go. Okay, I got that. All right, thanks, bro. Actually, I should get your email too. Mine is just onceuponacrimetime@gmail.com.
Yeah, I have yours. And I know
Good.
I got my YouTube
You can
on, so I'm sorry.
email me. I'll have it on file.
Right. Let me
Oh,
see. Can I
God.
click on this and that?
Oh.
Yeah, I can't do that. Okay. So what do I do here? Probably copy link address.
Okay.
Let me know. Can you find it or what?
I'm
You
looking.
told us about this now. I hear you typing fast though. Okay, let me save this as Twiz email. Documents, docs. Good enough. Okay, that's done.
Oh my God. This stupid computer.
Oh, you're going to be able to find it
Well,
or
I'm
not?
trying to. My
Well, you
computer
can
is
always
frozen.
send it. Oh,
It's frozen. So give me a sec. Let's try it again.
well, that'll be interesting on the 14th. At least you're going to be able to see it live. That's pretty
Hopefully.
cool.
I think that we'll see a filing for Man Taylor tomorrow, getting that, or at least trying to get that hearing open. If they don't do it, she'll go to the Supreme Court about it.
You think that's what she's going to do? I hope she does.
Well, I mean, again, I need to look into those two decisions that she mentioned to the judge. She said, according to Idaho law, this ruling and this ruling, you're supposed to have these hearings open, and the judge closed it anyway without looking at them. So,
right.
And he was so indecisive the way he was saying that. Well, I'll look at him and I'll look through him, and then maybe we can open it. I mean, it was like, God, it was weird.
Oh, that's the other thing. As soon as he started talking about having like a partial open, partial closed, Andrea Burkhart's head just started shaking, and I was laughing. And I was like, if Andrea don't like it, I don't like it. So I'm with her.
Yeah, totally. I was so confused. I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, literally, I'm embarrassed watching it. Like, it's so like they don't know anything. It's just crazy. What do you do? I mean, is this your background, Twiz, or is it just something you like to do?
No, I moved back. So in 2022 October, so right before the murders happened, right? I was in a car accident, and I was living down in Arizona. So I was like, when I get my settlement, like I was kind of tired of the heat in Arizona because it's like 115 in the summers, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was like, I'm gonna move back, up to the Pullman area, but I don't like being in Washington. So I was like, I'm gonna move to Moscow. That was my idea, right? And then the murders happened. My first thought was like cheap rent.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then,
almost there. Give me a second. You're so
like it took me a long
slow.
time to get my settlement, but so I was like, I'm gonna move up here. Then like the whole Brian thing, and I was like, that's crazy. And then so I was like, I'm gonna move back so I can go to the court hearings and stuff. And then
Right.
I had to move to Pullman because I just found a cheaper spot here. That's like 8 miles to
Nice.
get to Idaho, so it's not that big of a deal.
Right. And it's like an everyday thing. You don't like you do that like just it's not out of the norm. Like it's just a normal thing to do to go back and forth to that, right?
Yeah, I mean people do it all the time. A lot of people
Yeah.
will come to work in Washington from Idaho.
Wow,
I'm sure
Deborah.
it's the other way,
Wow.
but
I didn't know that.
people from like YouTube and stuff, like they've never been here, so they don't know what it's like. But they're like, oh, why would you drive to Moscow to shop? Well, if you actually moved here or came here, you would know that's pretty normal. If anything,
Right.
go to Moscow because they give you free garbage bags. I don't want to pay. I don't even know how much they cost in Washington because I've refused to buy one. But you get free garbage bags.
Yeah, that drives me nuts. So, how do you like that? Every time you pass over the line, does it say "Welcome to Washington" and "Welcome to Idaho"?
Oh, dude, the first time I'm driving from Arizona, right, and it said "Welcome to Washington," I literally like dry heaved. I was like, ugh! Ah. I literally hate Washington. I hate it. It was actually
So
really funny. So I go on.
So I can take it. You don't wear socks and flip flops, right? So you're not from Washington.
No, I wear flip flops without socks.
There you go.
Yeah,
I
I
can
still
see
got
you
my
doing that.
tan
You
line
sound like
from
that kind of guy.
Arizona.
How do you wear flip flops?
Wear flip flops? What? I think
I
that
think
was
so.
Terry.
How do
What'd
you
you
wear-
say? How do I wear
Nothing.
flip
I'm
flops?
sorry,
I
I'm looking.
just do it. I like flip flops.
With socks.
Oh, with socks? I don't know.
It's a thing here. It's a thing in Washington. They laugh about it. The Greeners, the Evergreeners, because that's where Evergreen State College is, where Enon went to school, right?
Did
who
he
else
go
went
to
to school there?
Evergreen?
One of guys. He went to Evergreen State College and he got kicked out of it. No one in the
Oh,
history
wow.
of that school has ever gotten kicked out of that school. Trust me. But you know who
Why
else
was
went to that
he-
school?
Was he
Who
one of
else-
those crazy
Huh?
students a few years ago?
He got the drug charges. He did some stuff with
Oh.
drugs on campus.
Oh,
You know who
yeah.
else went to
Yeah.
that? Yeah, but guess who else went there,
Oh.
you guys? I got to tell you this. I can't myself. So Jordan. I'm not gonna say his last name because they took my video down. The one that called the 911 call on Kopaka, the little guy
Yeah,
that they on the body cam.
Yep.
He also went to Evergreen State College.
Was that his roommate?
That's the same one as Enon
That's
Hart,
exactly what I was thinking. Is it was the same time that he went there.
Right.
Yeah, Evergreen State College is crazy.
Oh
Are
my
you
God.
from
Well,
Washington too?
My mom went there.
Are
you in
I kind
Washington
of forgot
too?
about it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You better start coming
Animals
to
and
some
Angels.
hearings.
Brought this to my attention. I don't know if you guys know Andrew Myers. He comes on here. He's going to be here on the 17th. He's a lawyer.
Oh yeah, I watched a lot of his videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch the one this morning? Because
Shush.
No.
Shush.
yeah, isn't that fucking something?
Well, we
I
were talking
couldn't
about.
believe
I
it.
actually didn't hear that in court because she said it softly, but I think the microphone picked it up. I don't think she intended for the microphone to pick that up.
Right, the mic did pick it up. Yes.
Yeah.
And Ann Taylor ripped her head right around, man.
Oh,
It's
dude!
like,
Listen, I don't know if you guys know this, but I fangirl over Ann Taylor. I think she's the smartest attorney. Not the smartest, but like
Yeah,
she's a damn
she's-
smart attorney.
she's
She's
doing
smart as hell.
really well.
She's trying to save our
Yeah.
boy Brian. If I heard that,
And
I might have
she's
jumped up there and smacked her. Don't talk to
Right.
Ann like
What-
that. Whack.
Tell me what it
Yes.
says. I can't read it on there. I can't find it in chat. What did it
What?
say? Whatever you guys are talking about. I didn't see it. And I can't read it on my little phone.
Oh,
Well,
the prosecution. I don't know what that chick's name is, but she told Ann to shush in the middle
Yeah,
of the
when-
hearing.
What? Oh
Yeah,
my
watch
yeah,
Andrew.
when-
Watch Andrew D.
Yeah.
Myers' video on it.
I can
Oh
find
my
it.
God. Okay.
I'll find this shit. I'll find it. We're gonna
Yeah.
watch this because that just blew me away, dude. That fucking just blew me
Ah.
away. I couldn't.
I don't
believe
even
it.
like
She
blondes,
keeps-
but I was
she
just
keeps her
staring at the back
composure.
of Ann's head.
I don't know how she keeps her composure, man. I literally, I would have had bloody lips on the inside. I would have been biting my lips so hard, trying to not. Oh my God.
Dude, it's actually kind of crazy because Ann. It literally sounded like Ann was crying at times during that hearing, like trying to fight for Brian.
There was a part watching that you could see, like Brian kept
She-
looking at her, and she had this look on her face that was crazy. And then that judge, someone said something about the judge, or he said something to her, or something or rather, and she smiled like he trusts her, or what was it that was said? And she started smiling, and then Brian smiled. It was weird. I have to look at see what that was. I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Brian's guilty of like 3 things, right? He's a little awkward. He can't sleep, and
Yeah.
he's a vegan. But
Right. Yeah.
he doesn't
Okay,
deserve
let's
to be in
check-
prison.
Let's check this. I gotta find
no.
it though. So, because this is just. I mean, this just blew me away. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
I'm looking.
Where's that at?
I mean, the whole video is kind of about it. So if you just play it, I'm sure it'll. Oh, right there. No, go back. Because she looked to the right. She said, "Bitch, what did you say to me?"
Oh yeah. There it is. There
Did
it
she
is,
say
there it is.
bitch?
Right.
No, I'm just
She
in
actually
her
said
head.
the
I'm
B-word?
No.
I'm sure in her head
Oh my
she thought
God.
that.
I was like, oh my God, I missed that
Okay,
part.
check this out, people. Check this out because this is unbelievable. Why don't I have no sound? Do you guys hear sound?
I do not.
Nope.
What? Why is there no sound?
Hey,
What's going
chat is
on here?
222.
I can hear you.
No, there's
That's
no
what-
sound from this video.
Hit the button down below where there's a speaker. There's a speaker thing
No,
down
it's
below
not
on that
muted.
bottom. Oh, huh.
Did Ashley Jennings just shush Ann Taylor?
It's
There
you
crazy
go.
unprofessional. Crazy unprofessional for no reason.
Yeah, check
I
this
think I
out.
cut this off a little bit.
That's the thing.
And the judge is kind of laughing at it. The judge is having a good time with that. And
That's
I had to
crazy.
blow this up in the resolution in the courts. You know, they have the 2 pictures. On one side, you see the prosecution. On the other side, you have the defense. And then you have a picture of the judge. So the resolution isn't really that great. Not as good as our fine podcasting cameras, but
With all
So-
with all the funding in the world, this is what we got.
exactly, yeah. And I mean, so Ashley Jennings seems to be having a good time and laughing. Ann Taylor's looking over at her thinking, did you just shush me? And even Bill Thompson is looking at her like, huh, what? Am I reading too much into
Oh my God. It seems like a little evil scene. It's a little maniacal. No shade. I don't know who she is. Like maybe this is a moment of delusion. I don't know. I don't know what the justification for that. I don't know in what scenario that would be professional to do.
All right, we're going to listen to it again because maybe I'm reading too much into it. But viewers, let
Listen
me
up.
know
Listen up, guys.
if I'm reading too much into this. And the question is, did Ashley
Oh, no.
Jennings shush Ann Taylor as Taylor was listing all the evidence the state is withholding in this case?
Listen to
I-
evidence.
talk a ton about the cell phone information, the cell tower information, and the things that they
Cell
have not
tower,
given us,
huh?
the drive test information, the verification of
Shush. Listen to that
Oh
shit.
my
I heard-
God.
Listen to that. I want to hear it again.
talk a ton.
You know why? 'Cause
about
it's-
the
that's why it's a
cell phone
closed case.
information, the cell tower information, and the things that they have not given us, the drive test information, the verification of
Oh my God.
Ah,
I
That
heard it.
is unbelievable.
Did she
Un-
say
she should have
shush?
been. She should have got a contempt
Crazy.
of
The
court.
judges,
She should have got contempt of
Unfucking
court,
You're right.
and he's laughing through
That
the whole
is
thing. God,
unfucking believable.
what a piece of
Make
work.
sure that if you guys
He looked
haven't,
like he was on a. He looked like a haver.
wait, I want to make sure I get you guys. If you haven't subbed up to Andrew, make sure you sub up to him. He's going to be on Once Upon a Crime Time on the 17th. So yeah, we got him coming here. So again, yeah. Why can't I shrink this down? What the hell?
The judge was falling.
That's
The
what
judge was falling asleep in the beginning. He couldn't keep his eyes open.
Right.
You guys
There's
notice
only
that?
like one good thing I can see from that is I don't think that the judge thinks Brian's guilty, but he certainly seems biased towards the prosecution.
Oh,
So
no
this
doubt
makes me
about it.
think. What
No-
makes me think? Was he in the fraternity with Bill? And what does Bill have on him when they did the
Yeah.
Black Supper and looking for and getting the White Cross? in my studies, that's what I found out, that they get something on them, they make them do something, and then they keep that in their files. So what does he have on Judge?
Oh, I have some stuff,
You're
but I'm
right.
just trying to get my computer to work.
Oh, nice.
Maybe, maybe he knows Judge is gay or something.
You guys know that? Do you know that Judge lives on Walenta Drive?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Judge does?
Yep.
Really?
Yes, he does. Yeah.
I'm kind of scared that you know
Wow.
that, but
How I know it?
I mean, just that you know
Is that
it.
what you're at? Oh, well,
No, I'm just messing with
have
you.
you guys heard of the app Land Glide?
I don't think so.
If you haven't, it is the bomb. Man alive. Man, it's great. Yeah, just saying. Remember that word.
Right. Yeah, I know it's a crazy fucking case, man, and it needs to be
Yeah.
dropped. It really does. But I'm just like I said, I'm scared that it's going to go to a cold case, and they're never gonna go attack the people that actually did this. They're
No.
just not
Or
going
they're
to do
going
it.
to attack. Or they're going to attack the lesser of the ones that weren't the masterminds of it, and like the if it was
Right.
yeah, that's what I'm afraid of,
Yeah.
because they got to get
Right.
somebody, because they can't make themselves, oh lordy, I wonder what they're going to
Yeah, it's
blame
a
it on.
mess.
What are they going to blame it on? Why this all went? I mean, because
It's
they
a
got to find
mess.
something, right? Yeah, it's such a
Yeah.
mess. And if
The
they would have
loner
just came out in the
incel.
beginning. If they would have just came out in the beginning and just done it then, it would not have been. I mean, they've continued to do this, and it's made it just this shit stew. It's like just, I
It
mean,
is. Yeah. Shit stew.
that's what my grandma would have called it, shit stew.
Yeah. I can just see this big
She had a way.
kettle.
Yeah, she had a way. My grandma had a way with words.
Right.
It's shit stew with fuzzy meatballs in it.
Yeah. Hey, what happened to Fuzzy Balls? Why did he leave?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is he
He's
out
with
there
Wuzzy.
anywhere? Fuzzy Balls, are you out there? I don't see him talking anywhere.
He
I
must
wonder
have
what
fell
happened to him.
asleep.
That could be. Or his wife made him get off. Oh boy. Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it for the night. I thank you a lot for coming on. Yeah, you have to send it to my email, girl, when you find it. I thank you, Bubbly, for coming on, and Mikey.
Thank you.
You're beautiful, my
Thanks
brother.
for having
And
me.
Twiz, yeah, thank you very much. I'd like to set up something. I got your email now. I'll have Kathleen get a hold of you and book you if you don't mind for a night.
Not a problem. I'm
we
just
could
trying to
talk.
get that boy out.
Yep,
Right
same
on.
here,
Thank you
brother.
so much for what you do.
Yeah, thank
awesome.
you very much. Yeah. And Terry, you need to. I don't know what's the problem. Is there? Are you trying to find something or something? Or
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, but you guys are almost done. Can you wait a second?
right. Well,
It's kind of okay. I'm just gonna. You can. I'll say you can just look at the
You have
receipts.
to
I'm not
send
even
it.
going to pull the video up.
Yeah, send it to my email. You know, you got my email. I haven't heard from you for a while, but I'm so far behind, and I need to spend like a half a day or more, probably a day going through my emails because I'm just a little bit behind.
I'm sure you
God,
get
I
a
have
lot
like
of them.
300.
I
Oh,
do, yeah, I do, yeah. That's pretty crazy, actually.
there's some good stuff in there,
All
though.
right,
I'll tell you
guys.
that
Well,
much.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
And the comments I get are, and I'm going to do a show on just
Okay,
the
so
comments that my crime family leaves. Some are really, really good. And I haven't ran a show on just comments, and I got to do that because there's some really good ones. And I might do what it seems like everybody's doing now. Mama D and Arthur are doing is with the phone call. I might have to get a burner phone and have be able
Yeah.
to call in. You know what I'm saying? I might have to try that because she said it's really fun.
okay,
I like really fun. So
You gotta
I'm gonna
have some fun.
You can't be a rocker and not like fun. Yeah.
right, yeah, exactly.
okay. I'm gonna send
Yeah.
you the receipt.
So what's that?
I'm gonna send you the receipts. I'm gonna email. I'm just gonna kind of tell you what it consists of, and then you guys and we can look at it. My phone or my computer keeps freezing, and it's gonna take me forever.
Yeah, it might be because you're on StreamYard's probably and YouTube's probably taking up too much of your RAM or something.
Oh,
So
okay,
once you get off here, you should be able to get to it and just send it to me email. Yeah.
okay.
Our,
I can send
our
you it, but I just
computer.
wanted to say this real quick, okay? And I want to get your everybody's thoughts about this, okay?
Okay.
So you know that Anne, she was she worked for the DA's office, right? Starting off.
Yeah.
And then she quit and she started her own private practice, correct?
I
Yes.
do believe so. Yep.
Okay. Then she went back to the DA's office as the director. Okay. Now, here's the thing. If you go I have receipts for this, but I can't pull it up, but I'll send them to you, okay?
All right.
And they're just things I want to talk. Okay, so I know everybody loves Ann Taylor, and I love the fact that she went berserko. You know, she's telling the judge whatever. I mean, she basically, as we said, shows.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. If you look at these receipts, it makes you a little, and I know, Twizzle, you said you love Ann Taylor, and I'm not saying this is true, okay? I'm just saying that there is a receipt to back this, and she may have
I think
changed.
I know where you're going with this. I think I know where you're going with
What?
this.
Tell me.
You're going with that she's the director of the prosecution, correct?
Of the defense.
Yeah, but you're
She
saying that
worked,
she worked with the prosecution before?
no, I don't think so. No, she worked before, just, she wasn't the director. She just was an attorney for the DA, okay?
Right.
And then she went and she quit and she went into her own private practice so money, obviously, I don't know how much you make, but I would assume she makes more money as a private practice than working for the DA. I mean, that's just my thought. But I know not everything's based on money. If you look back at, and these are all on receipt, and I'll show you, Judge Bill, whatever his name is, Santa Claus, and Ann Taylor was the defense for several different cases. Two of them being the stepmom of Maddie and the, obviously, Kara,
Yeah,
the stepmom. Right.
Yeah.
Now, she got out of, and I don't remember how she got out of the Kara one, but she got out of it from it being a conflict of interest with Maddie's stepmom because she says she was the director, even though she knows it all, right? So they she can basically make this trial run as long as she wants. I know she wants to hurry, and maybe she's changed and she wants to clean the drain the swamp, if you will. Okay, but those three have worked together on all of these cases. Okay, and it's almost like if you look at her, she's like she and Judge are almost. He asked her a question like, "Should I do this?" and she gives him the answer. Right? It's almost like in code. Okay, I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, and like I said, I do have the receipts on this, and I'll send them to you. But I'm just wondering if or what his name? Not Brian, but Brent.
Kopaka?
Kopaka?
Yes. Brent and Brian were friends, and they were both drug buddies, right? And Brent was purchasing drugs out of 2211 now, or 1122, whatever it is. So that leads me to wonder how, if Anne really is, if we're watching almost something that we don't see, okay? Because she knows everything, the three of them, okay? Why wouldn't she could have got that IgG a long time ago, and she hasn't. How many trials have they had? It's like she's prolonging it. They're all prolonging it, right? But I'm not saying that she's still guilty. She could be
Well, what is the point? What are you trying to?
Well, what I'm saying is, okay. So Kara didn't follow. What if Kara didn't follow the? They wanted her to be a contact
Informant.
Thank you. Yes, and she didn't do it. Okay, so that's why they arrested her and put her in jail, and then they went after the stepmom, who's facing the same type of charges, and in order for her not to go to jail, she has to inform. So when you see this, you'll understand it. It's hard for me to say it without having it be said, but
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, send it in
I-
email and send me the receipts and stuff, and let me take a look at it. And if it's good, I'll run a show on it.
I think I know what you're trying to
then-
say.
Okay,
Yeah.
please tell me.
I think I do
don't
too.
even know.
But
Okay,
just,
so when they were arrested, when each of them was arrested, they when they went to arraign them as for guilty or not guilty, like they pled guilty, and then they were going. So then they have to come back up if they plead guilty, because at first they pled not guilty. Then the second time they pled guilty, and then that's where they talked amongst each other for a plea bargain, right? And so what happened was on both of them, what happened was they set that plea. Normally they'll set it right then and there, just right there. They don't even think about it. It just happens. Well, not on these two.
Yeah.
They set it out for what was it? November. What, they were right next to each other. One was like November.
It was like
17th.
10
I
days.
remember this.
10 days before is what I heard.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
and that might be
So that was what. Yeah. So why they did that is because what I understood is that they wanted to see if they were going to give up whatever they wanted them to give up in order to give them that plea bargain. You know, that lesser sentence or whatever it was.
Yeah. I remember hearing about this. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you're talking about, hon? Terry. Yeah, must be. She's busy typing away over there.
Yes,
that's probably
exactly,
me.
Are you
exactly.
the
And see, the thing is, we
was it?
don't
Was it
know
you?
what type.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do not know what type of we do not know what type of relationship Maddie had with her stepmom, and if it wasn't that close, what if she's the one that said, "Okay, I'll do it"? You know what I mean? So you kind of, I mean, you say it better than I can, but I think you're on the same page as I'm on. So she, in order not to go to jail, to prison, right? Because she had a lot.
You're saying that. Yeah, they snitched.
Exactly. So because they snitched,
and because that might be why the kids are taken out, correct?
Right. So the two that really might have been the two that were supposed to be taken out because Kaylee wasn't supposed to be there, and Ethan doesn't live there. You've got Kara. They're setting a stage. They're like, okay, you're not going to talk. You're not going to be an informant. Then we'll show you what we're going to do. And then the next one, so that would have been Xana. And the next one was Bethany's stepmom, who had the same charges. And she copped a plea. Or she'd be, if you look at the records. And I'm going to send it to you, but Bubbly, if you can say that better than me, like I said, I do not know.
It's because it was because on the 13th there was a bust that happened on the 13th, and that's where they got the dates wrong. Like they switched them in the report. Like one was like it was like minutes apart. The first one they had a K9 show up search, right, and then after that was a call that came in, so they went to investigate it. So they switched it around, and that was a house. So those two people that were busted, they're sitting in jail again. Like they were brought to jail.
In the jailhouse, not prison though. They're in there with Brian.
No, they're in the jailhouse, but they just got them back in there. See, they let them out. One was on their on bail, and the other one they let him out to go to like family something or other, and he never came back. And so so they just got him back. So they're both now sitting back in jail. But I remember when they were there before too. I remember it because she was wearing a blanket like around her shoulders. I thought that was kind of weird, but and so they being allegedly the house that they got everything at. I know what you're talking about, exactly what you're talking about.
And then, so that's that. And I'm going to send you the stuff. If you have more that you can say about it, Bubbly, please do. I think you're wonderful.
Thank you.
Aw, I love you. So anyway,
you too.
I really do. I just think you're the nicest person ever, except for Tommy, of course. But
she is awesome. She is awesome.
Except for Tommy, of course. We kiss Tommy's feet. Om to Tommy. Om to Tommy.
Okay, so the other one that's even scarier, okay, that really makes you wonder, and hopefully you can help answer one question I have in this, is that apparently as it got closer to the unalivings, Brian Koberger's pings were getting less and less, and he was driving more over into that park area. Okay, does it make sense? Okay, so now there's a couple people that are looking for missing people in the Washington area because the longitude and the latitude. I think
there is.
Yes.
Yep.
And they think
there's open cases. Yep.
And so they think he may be a serial, and that's his way of, because Bundy talked to them, or he is still alive, right?
Ted?
Who?
Yeah.
No, Ted's dead.
Bundy?
Ted died in like the 80s, I thought.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's gone. Yeah, he's been gone a long time.
Remember. So, but they are comparing it to Bundy, which we all know. So,
you're talking about that he went there to the park to see where the bodies. Well, Twizzle has a thing on that, right, Twiz?
I got a big thing on that.
Oh yeah, that's not even. Yeah.
Is that the map?
Yeah, so
that's a lie. The whole thing's a lie.
The chick died in 81. They haven't even proven. What is it? 71? I think 71. The chick died in 71. They haven't proven it was Bundy. Bundy denied it. And then the park wasn't created until 79. The park was created 8 years later. So there's no way that Bundy dropped the body in that park. And there's no way Brian Koberger went down there to hang out with the body. So, yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? Then that makes me feel better because I'm sitting here thinking, oh my God, But the thing is, I do have receipts for them. And I just wanted to share that. And my computer's freezing up, so I can't get it to do anything.
All right. Well, send them off. I'm going to close this down. Send them off in the email so I can take a look at them.
Okay.
And,
yeah, there was an interesting thing with something that Steve said, because in one of those interviews, Steve said they didn't have to go upstairs. And one of the theories people have is that the hit was on Xana, not on Maddie, like for whatever reason. So they didn't have to go upstairs. I don't know. It's all crazy, but thanks for having me up,
you
Tommy.
do know that Xana had they had a thing called
I have Kathleen. If you get an email from Kathleen, that's from Once Upon a Crime Time.
Is that Kat K or does it just say Kathleen?
No, Kathleen Van
Bogart.
there.
Bogart.
I'll look out for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
And
right.
I'm thinking,
You-
I'm getting ready to. I'm working on getting a channel, and I'm hoping that you guys
Okay.
will be members.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
anyway, that's
Take
the stuff.
care, Terry.
Bye.
Take care. Yep.
Thanks.
And Bubbly,
Thanks,
thank you for
everyone.
having. Yep. Thank you,
Love you
Bubbly.
guys.
Love you, girl. Love you, girl. And Big
You too.
Mikey.
All right,
Big
brother.
Mikey, my brother. All right. See you later,
Peace
man.
out. Peace out, brother.
Yep. Peace out. And to all my crime family, you are beautiful. I love you. And I thank you very much for tonight, for all the awesome chats. My mods, you are totally, totally awesome. And I know you worked your little butts off tonight. And I appreciate you very, very much. And until next time, rock and roll.
In the still of the night, I hit a wall, honey, sleeping around your door. In the still of the night, I feel my heart beating heavy. Tell me I gotta have more. In the shadow night, I think a full more eyes tell me what's in store. My heart is aching, my body starts shaking, and I can't take no more. Close to you and taste your love so sweet. And I just wanna make love to you, feel your body heat in the still of the night. In the still of the night. Over here, baby. In the heat of the day, I have my head down low, hiding my face from the sun. From the light of the day until the evening time, waiting for the night to come. Oh, baby. In the still of the night, in a cold light, I feel my heart is aching. In the still of the night. Oh, babe. tell me I gotta have more. Ooh, mama. Now I just wanna get close to you.